Hi there, welcome to the UNM esports stream for the Rocket League game. I am Jackson.
I'm Kanga, and we are excited to be here today. Today we have UNM Silver versus Texas Tech Red, and Jackson, I think it's going to be one heck of a game.
Yeah, I love watching this UNM team. I've seen them play a couple of times, really good squad, and I'm hoping for a very quick victory today.
Oh yeah, I think we're both hoping for a quick victory. I don't know much about our opponents, but I do know that the UNM Silver guys, they've been putting in the work. They've been getting those scrims in against our cherry team, our varsity team, and they've been just trying to put in this work. We saw their results at NM tie with a good third place finish. They almost got over that hurdle of beating the varsity teams, but they just fell short, and I know they're looking to bounce back in. I think they're playing in CCS right now, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think it'll still be a good series no matter what.
I think this should just be a fun game. Hope that at least it'll be fun to commentate. And we do apologize if you guys hear anything in the background. There is a Smash tournament going on, so we do apologize for any yelling or screaming that you might hear in the background. They are very loud.
Yeah, just a quick shout out to our Lobo Mash. That happens every single Wednesday, also at 6 p.m. If you are a Smash Bros. Player, want to just come out and compete, have fun with a lot of the other people, that's what we do. And if, you play Among Us, we are also having our Among Us night tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. So if you're not doing anything, keep watching the stream, but also come play some Among Us. I know they will really appreciate it. Yeah, so Jackson, being on one of the Rocket League teams here at UNM, what is your experience here, just in the competitive environment? Have you enjoyed it? Have you have you enjoyed it?
I love playing with some of the guys. It's a lot of fun. We play 3 times a week, and we get to just play against a bunch of teams from the area. We played against Montana the other day, and we beat them, and we for some reason play against high schools here, so that's always interesting.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, it looks like we are just about to get into game number 1, UNM Silver versus Texas Tech Red. Looks like we might be re-queuing just to change the servers or loading back in. I can't really tell, but
of course they want Central because they're in Texas. They just have to have it their way.
Oh yeah. I have heard that Magic, our team captain for Silver, he does prefer to play on Central, but you didn't hear that from me.
I guess I'm not good enough for it to matter. Me as a Diamond 2 Rocket League player.
Me as a Platinum overall Rocket League player. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much what servers I'm on, as long as I can try and hit the ball in the air.
I get messed up and I end up demoing my own teammates on accident.
Oh.
Or at least trying to.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I'm on Sunset and not one of the higher teams.
Hey, you know what? We all have the space, and it looks like we are going to go into a quick rehost. Sorry for this technical pause, but it does seem as if we are going to change our servers to Central. All right. Yep.
You know what? I forgot that a ink pen exploded onto this shirt in the wash, so now I have a stained shirt on this stream. This looks amazing.
You know what? It happens. The last time I streamed, my shirt was literally falling apart. So
how does that even happen?
A lot of too many times in the wash too quickly. It was just that material on the shirt just starts to wear off, and had a couple holes in the sleeves, just trying to have a good time, but also just not paying attention to what I wore that day. So,
how do you wash a shirt so many times that it falls apart?
That is a great question.
I'm very confused.
I do go to this youth group, and that supplied me with the shirt. So, if anything, it's their shirts. Not saying that it's bad, because it served me for quite a number of months, but, things happen. But still, chat, everyone watching, we're still trying to get into this quick rehost. If you can't hear, like we said, we got Lobo Mash, we got Among Us Night going on. So Just a very eventful evening at UNM Esports.
We can see the silver team over there, and they're just sitting there in practice rounds because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like Kenny is going for something in the air right now. Ken, one of our almost GC players, who says he will quote unquote lock in this semester. Has he done so? I don't know. Ask him. But Kenny,
Unlikely.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah,
He's got a girlfriend. So
he has a girlfriend?
Oh yeah.
And a Rocket League player?
I know.
That's crazy.
And a good one at that?
Yeah, GC and has a life. Crazy.
I know.
I've never heard of this
and
before.
And a job?
Oh.
I know.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say that word.
Hey, this is mine, so. All right,
finally.
Getting into our match kickoff, starting strong for Texas Tech. A little bit of pressure towards the net. Unfavorable 50 going towards the middle now. Can't tell who just hit the ball, but Crossgrow going on the sidewall, going towards the net. Pinch, can't get it through. Good defense from UNM Silver so far, but off the air. That's going to be stacked, centered.
Going towards the Texas Tech net, going into the air. Two people are just flying in the air like it's Harry Potter and broomsticks.
Little almost pass to the midfield for Ken, but cannot find it. My
pass
IQ
down
is
to the middle.
9,842. Cannot find anything right there. And Josiah and 50 off the wall. Team play coming in. Pass to the center.
Bump down in front of the goal.
But cannot get anything done right there. Trying to keep the pressure up.
Good. 50's going to bounce down into the middle.
Magic tries to contest, just putting a little bit of that phantom pressure onto the ball, and Ken can't get it past one, but a good 50 from IQ.
Good clear from UNM, going back towards the center for Texas Tech, going towards UNM goal. Good clear, fake, oh, goes off at the post.
Very close there from UNM Silver, trying to put on one more attack. Kenny can get it past Mundo to back into the safety of the corner. Josiah and bump onto the player. Magic past one off the backboard, but the defense from Texas Tech Red is really, really phenomenal right now. I mean, they're not letting UNM Silver get close with these team plays at all.
It doesn't matter though, with consistent pressure, we will see a goal soon unless UNM cannot keep the pressure on for long enough that something eventually breaks. Yeah, Texas Tech finally gets a clear. In the air is Ken, going towards the center.
What a pinch. I mean, they tried to do that. They tried to make a team play right there, but the pinch was just way too hard. And the passing is just not going in the favor of UNM Silver right now for our bows in the silver.
Clearing out to the corner, Texas Tech has it on the wall. Not a great clear centered off, but nobody is there. Still in the corner, passed out to the middle, and good clear from Texas Tech, but yep, out into the UNM zone.
Josiah Ann passing to the wrong person there. Flick off the back wall. Contest once again, but still in the safety of the corner. Shot does not connect. Ken 1FG to clear it out. Josiah Ann to flip onto it. Keep this pressure onto the Texas Tech goal. Up into the corner, close, but Cross Rico is there to try and save it. It's middle, but nobody is there for
middle again.
I mean, we're seeing very good attacks from UNM Silver, but nothing is coming to fruition for our JV squad.
They just keep getting it out into the corner and clearing it, and there's not much that UNM can do about that. Now Texas Tech is attacking, and it's cleared out of the corner again, going towards the center. Now Texas Tech has the pressure, and it's already getting cleared. Great defense for both teams. And there's the goal for Magic.
I mean, Magic, we saw this guy in high school, we see this guy in college at NMSU, transfers to UNM, and now he keeps putting up numbers for whatever team he plays on. I mean, I played with this guy back in high school, and I can say Unk has still got it to this day.
Wouldn't that also make you Unk if you knew him in high school?
Oh, no, he's older than I am.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's definitely Unk to me.
Was it one grade above you?
Yeah.
But Texas Tech gets a goal. I don't even know what that name is. I'm not even going to try, but it was a good shot off of him.
I mean, Cross Rico, he just had the better speed right there. A double commit on the defense, led it straight into our net. And I mean, UNM Silver, they got to look to bounce back already.
Kickoff goes towards the UNM goal, goes up into the air. I believe that's Magic. And Texas Tech is right there to combat it. And there is a shot opportunity there, a little bit high of the net. Good backwards 50 over towards the middle. Now it's in the air.
That'll be a shot. Oh,
right in front
middle.
of the goal. Oh, gets cleared out into the corner. Great defense from Texas Tech here. They do have an open net, and somebody's right there just to clear it out. Good centering pass here to the left of the goal.
Demo chasing on the Magic is Cross Rico, trying to set up a play for Texas Tech right now is Zach, but cannot get the 50 right there. Magic, or no, that's Ken, past one, but there will be that one defender. Ken off the ceiling
Great
again.
50.
Close. Is there going to be someone there? Yes, there will, but it's a double commit on the offense, and someone has to get back now for UNM Silver.
Very defensive first game.
At these attacks, I mean, Jackson, they're just not coming into fruition. Is that a shot onto the net? No. But whenever UNM Silver tries and puts up this pressure, I mean, they're getting read like books half the time, or they're just being so inconsistent with their attacks that they're not finding the success that they need.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They keep getting it into their zone, but nothing is coming out of it. This Texas Tech defense is doing really well, and we're going to see an overtime here.
I mean, game one overtime, 1-1. I mean, we said we were looking for a quick series.
Going up for the double tap.
Whoa!
Oh, what a save from UNM.
Very close. Ken will bring it up. Cleared out back to the UNM side. Cross Rico off the wall, contested by one. Can't get it, and that's in the net. Very unfortunate there. The Texas Tech Red will take game number one. Score 2-1.
They just had incredible defense the entire game and took control of possession whenever they were able to. Really solid showing from this Texas Tech team. Hopefully UNM can bounce back from in the second game.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen from UNM Silver before, they are a very momentum-based team. I mean, when you get them going, they'll go. But when you can stop that momentum, say, hey, we're going to play a little bit slower, hey, we're going to play a little bit more, like, conjoined as a unit, and just play this defensive game, we're not going to see a lot from UNM Silver. Like we saw, Texas Tech played very defensively. They played a great defense and had a great offense, but UNM, like, they just couldn't get anything done on any attacks, any defenses.
MVP of this game going to Zach with 3 shots, 3 saves, and 1 assist. No goals, though, and still got MVP. Pretty impressive. Game 2 is about to start up here. Ken going for the kickoff. Magic in the air for Magic. Is he going to get the double tap? Doesn't get it. Leaves it for his teammates, and they double commit.
Ken, quick thinking to turn on that ball. 50 goes in favor of off it. So close. And the defense now from UNM Silver has to be perfect. Magic, he tries again.
The UNM team is boost starved.
I mean, Texas Tech are playing this so well, straight into the hands of UNM Silver. It's going to be a miss from 2, but that's a shot onto the net. Yep. Close.
Good save by Josiah. Magic in control of the ball. Texas Tech defender reads it well. Josiah clears it out to the corner. Zach gets it out into center, and Ken has it up in the air. Gets met by Cross.
And you know, we're seeing another very defensively based game from both sides. Defense looking good. Shot cleared out to the corner by Magic. Josiah trying to get that touch before IQ will get it. Cross almost, but it's going to be to the center. Zach trying to stave off that pressure, and with my IQ catching that ball, that's going to go straight towards the net. A demo on the one, but Magic gets back in time. Magic, this hunk that we talked about, I mean, he's got the good defense, but we need to see more offense, and I think that's perfect, except it's not, because IQ is there.
Zach in the air now, getting a centering pass. UNM team is right there. Not a strong hit from them. Magic clears it out into the corner. Trying to read the defender. Defender reads him.
Yeah, a lot more aggression from this Texas Tech side. From what we saw in the last game, and Cross will try and get it past one. Magic down, tries to get the bump, can't find it, but that's awkward for both.
Oh,
and it'll be
another
off
post.
the post. I mean, UNM, their attack was so good, but they just got to be a little bit more on target.
Texas Tech takes possession, not going to go anywhere though until, all right. Met in the air, bumped out of the air is Ken. Josiah goes after 50. Has no boost though, doing what he can. Cross is there to handle the situation though. And this Texas Tech team is being just as defensive, but figuring it out on offense also. You got to figure that first game gave them a lot of confidence.
Oh, for sure. I mean, UNM, they want to look for something fast. Josiah,
there we go, Josiah.
Quick flick, but it's another one off the crossbar. Magic comes in, can't find it as well. It'll be more pressure now for the UNM side, but that bump will just... That will take a lot of that confidence away that we saw just because of one little tiny, which is crazy to say.
The goalpost is Texas Tech's best friend right now.
Oh, yeah.
Magic up in the air, getting met by Cross. Josiah hoping to center this. Met by a Texas Tech player.
And I think it's a lot of these fundamentals that we're seeing from Texas Tech. I mean, their passes are almost perfect. They're playing really well on the defense. And UNM
shot on goal. There we go. Josiah finally gets one after 2 post hits. That's got to feel good for him.
I mean, the confidence is going to be back for this UNM Silver team. Now, 1:35 on the clock. Texas Tech, they have to respond quickly, but UNM, they just want to keep that lead.
Almost identical to the first game. First goal taking a while and going on the UNM side.
I mean, last game we also saw a quick response, and it'll almost be a one again from Zach, but UNM able to stave it off very, very quickly. And good defense coming out from Ken and Josiah and on that defense.
Own goal from the Texas Tech team.
I mean, UNM Silver, they're definitely playing with a lot more confidence now. They know they're in the lead. They know they can make a little bit more
Oh, never mind,
plays.
it's not an own goal.
And Zach, he tried to get there, but Magic was just faster. You know? I mean, Magic, we've sung his name at the high school level, like we said before, but not this time. I mean, we're just singing his name at the college level. Ken, Josiah, and also this being their first year in the UNM Esports Club and their first year in college entirely, playing so well together. I mean, this chemistry is really unmatched. But what save is that?
Squishy save, but it doesn't even matter because Magic is there again.
I mean, yeah, they're playing with so much more confidence now.
3-goal lead will do that. Just hope that they can keep it for the next 49 seconds. And they'll easily take game 2, hopefully.
I mean, I've seen crazier Jackson, but I'm hoping that, I mean, we can see some much better from this Texas Tech side, even though, you know, I'm a UNM fan, but you can't play both sides as the caster. So
UNM keeping the pressure, keeping it on the other team's side. See Ken going up for a pass. Nobody there to meet him. Magic getting it towards the center. Zach's going to be in the air to get that. Ken trying to, or no, that's Josiah trying to meet him.
Off the backboard, clears out, but Cross is there.
Good shot from Texas Tech.
10 seconds left. It's looking all but likely that UNM Silver takes this game number 2. And shot up, cross row.
Great recovery from this UNM team to take game 2 after that unfortunate loss in overtime.
You know, I think they just played like they weren't warmed up in Texas in that game number 1, you know?
Hopefully, now that they're warmed up. Magic does take MVP with this one, having 2 goals and 2 saves on 3 shots. But Josiah not very far behind, having 5 shots and only 1 goal. He was all over that. He was the one who had all the goalposts, though.
This is very true. I mean, if we saw those goalposts go, but I mean, if we can get that little bit more consistency, if we can stop hitting those goalposts, stop hitting the crossbar, UNM Silver take this, I mean, the rest of the way. Texas Tech has played well. They played well in that game number 1, but this game they just had nothing. They had no response. No, they had a bit of good defense, like the squishy save, but now it's nothing. It's all UNM all day.
Something that's interesting is that UNM is all in the same room, and you can tell that Texas Tech is not. They have a player with 112 ping, so Zach might have some lag issues, and that could be something that we see help them, is that they're all together and talking to each other in between games and just seeing each other and help that chemistry throughout all these games.
You got a great environment coming out from the UNM boys, being able to play in this wonderful lab that we have as well.
Yes.
I mean, I spend a lot of time here, and I can tell you viewers, it's a pretty good lab, I'll say that.
The first time I came in here, I was just in awe.
Oh.
Try to get into the spectating. There we go. All right, on the UNM side right now, but they're clearing out. Magic passes it to Josiah, a little bit over though.
Reed, but cross is faster than Ken, going back to the UNM side now. Can't read it there. Magic playing slow, playing a little bit more reserved. There's a pass out from Ken to Magic. Zach there for the save, but UNM keeping on that pressure. Magic miss. Josiah Ann looking for something, but now you got to start playing that defense. You got to start getting back, and is that in the net? Oh my goodness! What a save from Magic and Josiah Ann, just to confirm that that goal does not go in.
Texas Tech really trying to bring the pressure early. They don't want to fall behind again like they did last game and the game before, but they did come back in that one. Really sustain the pressure. Nobody's back until, okay, there we go, Ken.
For a pass straight to Josiah, but it's too little, and it'll
center, 50'd out into the corner.
Josiah Ann wanting to keep up this pressure for UNM Silver. 50 goes in favor of Crossroad, but it'll be stuck in the middle until Josiah Ann can get a hit towards the goal. Magic to the center for Ken, but Zach being able to get there in time to put the pressure onto the UNM side now for Texas Tech Red, unless they have some really good defense. And because of this confidence, they're just playing really, really well as a team right now. Shot on net, saved by Zach, and with 3:20 left, another slow start to this game 3.
That just means that the great defense is continuing. Magic trying to get another centering pass, fakes it, and Josiah gets another goal.
I mean, so confident from this UNM team. Magic with the fake off, Josiah getting it in, but like that's what we want to see from UNM Silver. Play with this confidence, play aggressive, just have your good rotation so that you can get back on defense. But that's what they do best, is play with so much confidence and play as such a solid roster. Trusting
each other in every play, knowing that everybody's going to rotate. That's what makes them the second best team here.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, our teams for Rocket League go, I think it's Cherry.
Oh, yeah, I was going for bottom.
Cherry, Silver, Turquoise, Dusk, and Sunset?
Yes.
Okay.
Sunset plays at 11, or not 11, 8, and I know we're not streaming that. Because who would watch?
Hey, I mean, if they put me in the booth, I'll cast it. Doesn't matter what it is, because all Rocket League and all UNM esports is always good. But
Zach going towards the goal. Barely anybody back. Ken just can't get there in time. An unfortunate wall shot coming for the Lobos.
Ken 1FG couldn't get back in time. Just straight into the UNM Silver net. And ties up the game right there for Texas Tech, 1-1. Now UNM, they're going to have to say, hey, we played a little bit too antsy for those last 2 minutes. So now maybe we stop. Maybe we think, but no, we're just going to see pressure put on once again. Magic straight down, but that pressure immediately stopped by Texas Tech. Shot on net from Zach, and it'll be in. He beats Josiah, and 2-1 lead now for Texas Tech Red.
Going toward about 15 seconds earlier, there was a double commit on offense that left 2 of the players boost starved and just gave them that opportunity to get it back into their side and get a goal. Unfortunate for the Lobos.
I mean, in a lot of these plays, it's really just, hey, we trust each other, but we aren't making the right decisions at this moment, you know?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but hopefully they can sustain pressure. There's nobody back again. Oh, what a save from Ken. I just assume it's Magic at this point. He does everything. Unk's got it.
Always got it. But that'll be a shot on net from Ken. Oh, almost gets it in. Cannot at this moment. UNM Silver putting up a bit more pressure now. Josiah Ann will flip, low boost. Leaves Ken back and giving Magic time to rotate, staying in the safety corner. But if you're UNM, you got to start putting on a little bit of this pressure with 1:15 on the clock. I mean, you got to at least get one goal here to go to overtime or get two to win. And from what I've heard, they want this game to go pretty quickly. They want this series to end in a UNM victory. And right now, we might see it, but that'll be a nice shot for Magic. Can't find it though.
Ken trying to get there, and a save made by Cross. Back to center. Josiah's got it.
That's what we were looking for from the UNM side. 2-2 now with 47 seconds left. I mean, we said look for something, and they delivered.
Boost serving the other team, and then Josiah gets his second goal of the game. Both teams have only one player each who have scored the goals. Off this kickoff, Cross versus Josiah. Josiah wins it, Magic in the air. Out to the corner, Zach's going to take control of it and try to hit it out towards the other corner. Ken meets him up in the air, wins the 50.
Josiah back, Cross.
Nobody has boost until Magic just got 100, but they are not doing good on boost, UNM.
Draw it towards the net, cleared out. That'll be a
shot.
good shot.
Good save.
But nice small save by IQ, and Zach will take it up the wall past two of the UNM guys. But IQ there, can't beat Ken, good 50. Magic missing the touch, but Josiah there to pass it up. 2-2, 10 seconds left. If UNM can find it here, keep it alive at that 0 seconds. Ken shot towards the net, Zach carrying it. Will someone be there? 1 second, no, and we're going overtime in game number 3.
How many games are going to go to overtime in this series? This is the second one already. Close game.
I mean, I'm hoping not a lot of them. I would hope that we can win in regulation instead of in overtime, but, you know.
You don't want to cast a 5-minute overtime.
I've casted an 11-minute overtime.
An 11-minute overtime? I remember during tryouts, there was a 13-minute overtime during tryouts last semester.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, if you want some more Rocket League action, we'll see UNM Silver in 2 weeks at the NMSU Invitational, which is a good event to watch your favorite UNM Cherry and Silver teams go and compete at. And right there, almost a shot onto the net, but UNM just couldn't get it done right there.
And we all know that UNM's way better than New Mexico State.
Oh, very much
That's
so.
why one of the guys on our team transferred.
Oh, yeah. Magic, I mean, he had to.
Yeah.
UNM's just a better school.
Casting for that rivalry week.
No!
Zach again for the 3rd goal. Gets a hat trick in this game. Unfortunate for the Lobos. And it's just a 50, and Ken couldn't get there on time.
I mean, the 50 just not going in favor of Magic. Texas Tech, they take game number 3. I mean, what just happened there from the Lobos?
Sustained pressure.
The highest pinged player in the lobby right now, running 160 ping compared to the steady 48s, MVP of the match, and getting that hat trick, and scoring the final goal.
And getting 3 saves. He's just everywhere today.
5 shots as well.
Josiah having 7 shots. And only 2 of them getting by. Each player on the Texas Tech team having 3 saves. The defense is just going crazy today.
I mean, I am baffled.
Shout out to Ken, though, for getting 5 saves in this match.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm a little speechless right now, Jackson. I did not expect that goal to go in.
Ken wishes he could get that one back, but they have at most 5 more opportunities to get that one back. Hopefully it doesn't go to game 7. And there is a demo out in front that wasn't able to be capitalized on.
And we're seeing, again, a lot of these boost star plays from UNM. The 50 going in favor of no one there. Pass to Josiah and close on the net, but Zach able to be there on the backboard. Ken bringing it back for his teammate. Magic goes up, beat by Zach. And Ken going up once again. Can get the touch, can't get it to a teammate in time. Magic with a little bit of a 50. And Josiah Ann wanting to keep this pressure up for UNM. Cross Rico.
Looking for a
goes
double
out.
touch. Doesn't
Can't
get
find
it. Only one person to beat, but Ken doesn't have any boost.
Achilles in the chat. I get it, man. One of our cherry players. What are we doing? Bro, guys, where's Coach Jogu? Yeah, where's Coach Jogu when you need him? Gotta say, hey, we gotta play more consistently, guys. What are we doing? We can't let these things slide.
Shout out to Achilles for letting me know I have a game at 8 p.m. today.
And I mean, if possible, we will see his game at 7 o'clock. Close from Magic, but can't find it there. Zach, air dribble up to
Double commit,
leaving Ken back by himself up and clear out. IQ keeping it on that UNM side. Josiah and clear out. Corona cross row beating that out. But we're seeing another slow first 2 minutes. Josiah Ann putting something there. Cross row down. Magic clear up. Can Ken get there in time? No. It'll be taken. Awkward bounce to Ken. To the middle. Josiah Ann going up fast, but that's leaving no one next to the net. Magic having to rotate back early, challenge early. And the pressure still coming out from this Texas Tech side until Ken can get on top of it and cannot get it there.
Josiah wins a unintentional 50 up in the air. Now as Ken takes that 50 going out to the corner, bounces it off, and there we go. Who else but Josiah?
I mean, we saw him have those 7 shots that couldn't go in, finally finding one to start game number 4 off. But we've seen these past 4 games now, UNM has taken that early lead, but in 2 of these games, they've lost it very, very quickly. Game number 1, game number 3. We saw Texas Tech be able to bring it back, and I'm hoping that we can see UNM bounce back, get this game into the bag, but Texas Tech, they'll put on the offense early.
Out in the corner, trying to go towards the center is Zach. Good defense, and unable to get there is Magic. I believe that's Cross's first goal of the series, and it comes at an unfortunate time. And just like you said, the Lobos cannot hold on to a lead. They score first, and then it always goes back to Texas Tech. A really good recovery for them in all these matches.
I mean, we've also seen it very, very quickly, usually off of a kickoff or maybe 20 seconds afterward each time, or even maybe 6 to 7 seconds, because, you know, we just can't hold that. We can't hold that lead. We can try and sustain it. We can try and do any of that, but Josiah Ann will put some pressure onto the net now. Cross row, downtown. Ken 1-up-G off one. Zach can get the touch, actually, past Magic, but the defense from UNM is there to sustain that attack off.
Double commit on the 50, and it goes towards the UNM goal, and they're bumping each other. And a wide open goal for Magic. What was Texas Tech doing? It looked like them in the college football playoff, just getting nothing going on defense.
But we saw cross row on the 50, overcommit, Zach no boost, an awkward landing there from IQ. And that's what leads to that goal for UNM. I mean, they just couldn't get back in time. They didn't have the pieces to get back in time. And UNM finally taking that lead once again.
50 going towards the UNM net. Magic's there to recover it, but on the rebound. No rebound. In the corner now is Cross, trying to center it. Magic meets him up top.
Zach off the sideball, but 50 from Josiah, and Magic trying to look for a touch. Ken to clear it out far, looking for a second. Almost gets the center for his team, but Josiah picking up that little bit of boost. Can't find anything there. Cross, oh, and it seems as if stream might have gone out. No,
Stream
never
went
mind.
out for a second.
Stream is back. Almost a shot onto the UNM net, but good defense right there. Ken missing the touch, and it's going to go straight back to the Texas Tech side. I don't know what happened right there. I'm just glad we're back.
Yep. Clearing out towards the UNM side. Magic takes control, gets past Zach. Bounces off the wall. Oh, and there's a demo. Texas Tech is a very demo-heavy team. And because of that, and an unfortunate 50. Cross again getting the second goal of his game. The demo almost saved UNM there because they had nobody back, and then Ken spawns in and just can't get there on time.
Yeah, that 50 just didn't go into his favor. Didn't have that momentum with the boost. I mean,
likely going to see our third overtime. What a good save coming out of Ken. I almost just announcer jinxed it.
oh, centered now for the UNM side. Going into zero time. Can anybody keep it up? No, another overtime game in this festive
Third one. And if I'm not mistaken, Texas Tech has won both overtimes.
Very true. I mean, if we're going off of consistency, Texas Tech should win this overtime. Almost leaves it open for Josiah and, but if the scripts write themselves, Texas Tech win. If not, UNM can hopefully come back.
UNM looks a little bit nervous. They're double committing on saves and they're just double committing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing well, but they're playing nervous. And that's just not something that we want from them.
Just not enough on that one. 50 goes out towards the center. Ken is going to take control of it and almost gets it.
Crossbar and a posting there from IQ to save that ball. Zach puts it up. Is that into the net? No.
But it's not in a good spot for them in Magic. Who else is there?
Almost gets the 50 there, but instead gets the demo. Zach putting some pressure back onto the net. The touch will be good. It's off the crossbar, and it's into the net. Unfortunate there for UNM Silver, and that'll mean Texas Tech, like we've seen before, take the game in overtime.
Texas Tech getting their third overtime win, along with I believe that was Cross getting a hat trick. Is going to be our MVP of this match.
I mean, from this Texas Tech side, we're seeing consistency of 3 goals, 3 goals, 3 goals, and they're always from the same person. I think it was only in that game number 1 where we had 2 separate goals.
Yeah.
From 2 people.
Again, everybody having at least 3 saves except for one person, and it's just an incredibly defensive game, but UNM cannot just, it's slightly edged out.
I mean, we got to see UNM Silver get a almost reverse sweep here for the W. And going into game number 5, kickoff, going in favor of Texas Tech as Cross takes it. Josiah and with a miss, bump onto the attacker. And
Magic
the ball
with zero
barely getting
boost
passed.
save.
Josiah passed one.
IQ passes out to the middle and it goes towards Ken. Oh, another dink. And who else? Who else?
I mean, that's what we've been seeing so consistently. Josiah Ann scoring this first goal once again. He does not want UNM Silver to bleed anywhere. And I'm not sure what score reset. It's 3-1, but
I think one of them just forgot what the series score was.
I see. Yeah, I was not entirely.
That demo cloud almost sabotaged him, though.
I think it did, in a sense. Like, they couldn't get the save, and they went out too far. Which is, I mean, what a great read from UNM to say, hey, that's not going to deter us.
Zach trying to center and get something going. Probably been the team MVP for Texas Tech today, despite the high ping.
I mean, being so consistent with his saves, with his shots. He's just on it for the Texas Tech roster. But not to say UNM hasn't had success of their own. Magic Josiah getting in on these attacks so frequently.
Magic giving them a taste of their own medicine.
And Ken just being like the GOAT on defense, you know?
Zach scores a goal. Who else for this Texas Tech team? Unfortunate. He just gets some boost and is able to beat them out on this one. Good.
Sorry, like we said before, UNM Silver, they haven't been able to hold the lead this entire match.
They look like the 28-3 Falcons. Can't hold a lead.
Poor Falcons.
Yeah, sorry to any of the Falcons fans out there. That was just a random shot at you. Another crossbar. Double commits and crossbars have been the crutch of this UNM team today.
Very much so. We're seeing so much pressure go right for them, but then with that extra 10% is not going right for them. Getting it in there, getting it consistent is not working out in their favor. Right there, Magic, good 50 to get it back onto the Texas Tech side. Can't get the other touch there. Clear out from cross, but it's off into the center for someone.
Try to put it
Another
out
double
there.
commit, but Ken back in time. Clear it to the corner. It was almost dangerous right there, but IQ, he wants to keep this pressure up from Texas Tech. Good 50, good save. But Texas Tech keeping up this pressure on the offense until UNM can get that clear out.
Josiah up in the air gets a save out of that. Corner pass. Magic's going to try to take control of it. 50 doesn't go the UNM way. Another double commit. And it leaves one person back.
And now all three not back, looking like. And, I mean, past the first defender, can't get past the second. Josiah almost quick turn onto it. IQ pass to middle. Ken putting pressure, but past him. Back into the UNM corner. Magic gets a touch. Can he get beat? No. Josiah taking it up. Finally trying to get the consistency back.
Good pass out to Ken. 50'd out of the way.
I mean, the UNM has all the pieces to succeed, and they just can't get anything at this moment.
They're honestly lucky that it's 1-1 right now.
That's really true. Oh,
open net, but nobody went for it.
I don't know if that was just bad communication, but they just don't look like at the level that we usually see UNM Silver at.
They look like they have to be holding each other's hands or else something's going to happen.
Pop up from Magic, past one. Josiah Ann with a good 50, Ken to the TTU corner.
Trying to center it out there for Magic. Oh, now it's going to be Josiah's. Keeps it in the Texas Tech zone. Good pass. Goes out to Ken and unfortunately just doesn't have the touch.
Magic putting more pressure, but cleared out from Zach. Defense from UNM being there in the beginning of this attack, but will it be there after? Yes, it will. Josiah Ann trying to get another touch. Magic off the sidewall, goes towards the net, straight to middle for Ken, but one up for the side.
Misses it.
So close. I mean, if someone was there, another double commit on the defense ball. But also Texas Tech just not getting these, not being able to get these as well. 10 seconds now. Will we see another overtime? Or will someone score? Excuse me.
Staying in the UNM zone. Hopefully they can just get it down. Or they can get over there in time maybe.
Far clear out. Good bounce for the UNM side. Ken takes it up. Tries to get the center off the ceiling now for cross row, and it'll go down. We're going to a third overtime. A fourth overtime in this series. Tries to get it done early, but just so strangely played from the UNM side. I mean,
they both saw an opportunity and wanted it bad because they know that they haven't won an overtime game yet.
Another T-bump
And
off
it's
the
not
cross.
looking.
Oh my goodness!
What a save!
I mean, we're seeing some good defense, but it's also these overtimes. I think they just get into Silver's head and say, hey, we've lost these before. I think we might do it again, you know?
Texas Tech probably is hoping for overtimes at this point.
Yeah.
Pass out to Josiah into the corner, 50'd out towards Ken. Doesn't have the boost for it. There's going to be a centering pass here from this Texas Tech team is making me nervous.
I mean, if they can get, almost from Zach. Magic taking it up the sidewall, pass middle. No one's there. Into the Texas Tech corner now. Almost a double commit. Josiah Ann beat on the 50, but Ken will put it back into the center for his teammate. Josiah Ann takes it. Another 50 goes into the favor of Zach. He'll try and get a touch. Cannot though. It'll be Magic trying to save UNM in this series. Cannot find it right there. Josiah Ann. It'll be slow, but IQ is there for the touch. 120 has elapsed on this overtime, and UNM's, they just can't get it done, even with it centered right there from Zach. Oh,
Josiah gets another one.
Josiah, the savior of this series, 2-1 for game number 5, and UNM, they stay alive.
They finally do it. They were winless in overtimes until this point, which is crazy that we even have to bring that up because it's been 4 overtimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really hoping that UNM Silver can bring it back now. That's going to give them a lot of confidence. But what we see, Josiah Ant, he's being that playmaker that UNM needs. He's getting the goals. He's getting those slow touches. And we saw from that first goal, I mean, Texas Tech was just dumbfounded by that demo cloud that Josiah Ant took that opportunity. He scores. Magic, good defense. Ken, I mean, he had that assist. He had a couple of shots, but maybe that's just the player we need to see step up in this next game.
The biggest issue is 100% the double commits.
Yeah.
There's, in chat, somebody said the VOD review has to count double commits, and it's 100% true. There have been so many double commits coming from UNM. They got to trust each other and realize that there's a reason why they're on this silver team. It's because they're good players. All these guys are champ GC level players. So they have to know that they're good players and to trust each other. And we're already getting a quick goal coming out of IQ here.
I mean, what a goal to score off the kickoff, taking off the sidewall, off the corner shot. Magic can't read it, and IQ slots it in. Very nice right there to start off for Texas Red. And this is the first time in the series that Texas Tech Red has been in the lead, scoring the first goal.
Out in the corner is Josiah and Zach battling for it. There's IQ there, gets demoed. Magic in the air for it, doesn't have enough boost to stay up. Ken controlling the ball, flicks it up in the air, goes towards cross.
Has to get back for that side. IQ short past the middle. Zach gets it past one. Ken to get the 50 over one. Nice speed on that. And it'll almost be
another one for Ken.
But cannot get it right there. Bump on the Magic will spell awkwardness for the UNM side, and they can't get back in time.
Texas Tech taking a quick 2-0 lead. And UNM hasn't been doing very good from behind. Taking this quick lead is very detrimental to the UNM's confidence.
I mean, we saw there Ken on trying to get that save. He stopped, braked, he wasn't sure about himself, and he just couldn't get up to the air in time. And I think that's a little bit about this Silver team, is that like now that they're a little bit more down in the dumps, they're saying, hey, we're on the back foot. They're not going to be playing it. I mean, they wanted to get the series over with, but I don't think they wanted to get the series over with in this way. Another open goal there for Texas Tech Red, and it's looking dire for UNM Silver. Sure, only a minute, about 15 seconds have elapsed, but it's just falling apart right now.
A minute and 15 seconds is a long time, okay?
I mean, kickoff going in favor of the Texas Tech side, fast and clear, but I'm hoping to see a little bit more from the Lobos on the defense and just find a response, find an answer, because in game number 6, it's been all Texas Tech. It's been all I think they're the Red Raiders, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Say that one more time.
Texas Tech, they're the Red Raiders?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I was pretty sure, but I wasn't. Almost a good response right there from Josiah. Ken taking it up close from the corner. Can't get the touch there.
Ken just got his second post of this game. Josiah not having enough boost. Ken trying to make something happen here.
They're playing this aggressive game. And will that be it?
There we
yes,
go.
Will.
That one doesn't hit the post.
Finally a response for UNM Silver, and this is exactly what we needed.
And you said who needs to step up next game. There you go. There's Ken for you. I love that goal animation.
Splash, I mean, it's so satisfying.
I always get annoyed from the ones that like suck you into the goal because I always try to just do whatever after.
You know,
usually, I don't even remember what I do.
From those Valentine's Day challenges, those goal explosions were so annoying trying to get that high five.
I did something else on Valentine's Day.
I mean, I'm just saying for the event, not the entirety of Valentine's Day, you know? But, like, they were just so annoying in the fact that they pull you in so you couldn't get to your teammate in the air. So, you know... But maybe getting back to the game here, a lot of pressure for the Texas Tech Red side on the offense. Magic clearing it out. IQ going for a quick shot past to his teammate. Can't find it. Another shot onto the net. Double commit on the defense, but Josiah End is there to clear it out. Going for a solo play. Can he get it in? Oh, yes, he can!
Who else?
Almost!
Get this man on cherry.
I mean, we can't say Josiah End. He stepped up last semester from Turquoise to go on to the silver roster this semester. So we're seeing him step up and up each semester, and I think soon we could definitely see, I mean, all three of these players we could definitely see on cherry if they get to that consistency level. But now UNM Silver, I mean, they have booted up. They have said, yes, we are turning on the Jets. We're getting that confidence back, and they're looking
Pass
for
to the
another
middle.
goal right here.
Oh.
Almost couldn't find it, but very close.
Texas Tech looking to recover from these two goals in the air. Zach. Now Josiah in the air. Zach again recovers it. He has been everywhere.
Quick turn onto the offense for the side of UNM, but that'll be another shot slotted in from Cross Rico. Finding that touch, which Magic just, it was Josiah who just couldn't find that 50. Cross just playing much better, and now 4-2, we're seeing UNM Silver. They slowed down, and that offense just isn't working now.
A minute is an eternity in Rocket League. I've seen 5 goal comebacks in a minute, so we can hopefully see something from UNM. And no, just couldn't get there in time.
Almost find something. Slow ball, but Cross finally to clear it out for the Texas Tech side. Pass middle, straight to Magic, but Zach is there. He's been there for the Texas Tech side. Off the crossbar, awkward for them, but it'll be a double commit on the save, but it will be a successful save for the Texas Tech side.
Magic calls for the ball. Josiah's there for the pass. What a shot! And again, who else?
Who else but Josiah to find a response for the UNM side? 33 seconds left, and we saw them 0-3 down with about 3 minutes to go. And now we're seeing the 4-3. Could this comeback for UNM Silver be real? Please let us hope it is.
Ken up in the air, trying to get something going, is met by Zach. Josiah doesn't have any boost, but still tries to get something going. Nobody is at the net right now. IQ sends one at the goal, and what a touch.
I mean, to get those corner reads is a difficulty in itself, and with a low boost, Josiah Ann being the only one on net, he's going to find that every day of the week.
17 seconds. Can the Lobos tie this up? They're going to playing as aggressive as they can, but Texas Tech meets them there, and it looks inevitable at this point.
10 seconds to go. We need to see something speedy if they want to bring it back. Josiah Ann taking it. 3 seconds, 2.
Yeah, and that's it.
Unfortunately, that'll be the end of our series here. Texas Tech Red versus UNM Silver. Texas Tech Red taking game number 6, 5-3 in the series, 4-2. We almost saw UNM Silver with the comeback, but it was those small mistakes that costed them the series.
Double commits and just unsustained pressure, just not getting anything able to be going into the offensive zone. And the double commits, there had to be at least 30 of them. over all those games.
I mean, we saw in that we saw in the chat. We're gonna have to count those double commits from UNM Silver in that VOD review. And I mean, honestly, I think it's gonna be a very, very disappointing VOD review
Credit where
in its entirety.
credit is due, though. Josiah had so many goals. Magic was all over the place and played great defense. And Ken was sustaining pressure, though there was a lot of goalposts, but he sustained pressure the entire game and had a lot of assists. So still a great showing from this UNM Silver team.
Very, very much so. I mean, we'll see. I think we'll see the Bows back tonight for UNM Cherry's game, and I'm just really hoping that they can take the series in their game later.
Who are they also playing Texas Tech?
I'm not sure about that game. I would assume probably they play their varsity, like our junior varsity plays their junior varsity, our varsity plays theirs, but I wouldn't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hoping for a better result the next time they play. But that'll be all from us for now. That'll be all for us for now. We will be switching over to our Lobo Mash, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to our UNM live stream. We're going to be showing you some Lobo Mash now. We switched from our Rocket League series earlier, where unfortunately Texas Tech University has taken the series 4-2 against UNM Silver, but now we're back with some Rocket League. I'm Kanga or Caden, and this is...
My name is No One Man. It's a pleasure to meet you guys.
And No One Man, I think we are going to have some banger of a matchups today like we usually have. We have Van versus Beeves in our upper bracket. And one thing I know about Van is that he loves to play Cloud.
Is that so? Cloud is a very dangerous character. I've had bad run-ins with him.
Especially against Van at that
For real,
high school
yeah.
level that we used to be at. But now in the college level, I mean, we have seen Van, we have seen Beeves, we have seen both of these players be so very dangerous. And going into game number 1 now, the Kirby versus Cloud. I mean, No One Man, what do you think we are going to get in this matchup today?
When it comes to the two, I know Kirby is killing himself right now. I don't know what's up with that. I think they clicked the wrong username or something. But
wrong username, wrong stage?
Wrong username, wrong stage. That's one of the two. But when it comes to who I think might win, I think I'm going to have to go with, it's a tough one because Kirby knows some good combos, I've had bad run-ins with both of them, I'm not exactly a pro at Smash Bros. But when it comes to the two of them, I think Cloud could probably pull it off because of all the moves he has. All the attacks, he's able to reach Kirby, I feel like. I haven't played as Kirby or as Cloud and fought against the other, but we're about to see how that goes now. We are now currently on PS2, so it seems the stage was wrong.
Good combo from Kirby. Fire going out. Van, quick response. Up into trying to find an up air, but very quick damage. 55 for the Kirby now. Up smash from Van, and the limit will be charged. Hits the off stage. Kirby in a very dangerous position. Nice dodge back onto the stage, and a good back air, evening out that damage. 66 to 67 so far. And that'll be after that little bit of damage that we saw the Cloud take. Very, very close. Very, very close. Taking that first stock lead, and Beeves another good combo. Taking the Cloud off stage, but the up air will come into effect. Nice recovery, but staying this off stage pressure, we're not seeing a lot. And now with that with Kirby being off stage, it's going to be a lot harder. Good back air, and that'll charge limit. Limit has been wasted, and we're just looking to see a little bit of a bounce back here from the Cloud.
Currently, Cloud is at 74%, but I've seen all different types of things. I believe that as long as he paces himself, keeps himself at a good distance, tries to get some damage in with that neutral special, Cloud can come back. We just need to be careful here because Kirby is a monster when it comes to close range, and he can also get some good damage in if he's at a safe distance. So we need to be sure that he's careful of that.
Good up air, up tilt up air combo from the Kirby. Limit to get back onto the stage from the Cloud. Misses the up smash. Gets 2 up airs in a row. Tries to go for a third, but Kirby finally able to dodge out of the way. Misses the down smash, and close from the Kirby to try and find the kill with the down smash. But now Cloud looking to get that offstage pressure. Keep Kirby guessing. Keep Kirby thinking. The tech will not go through as Kirby with some forward air pressure, and finally figuring out how to counter that up air from the Cloud, trying to get back, up B from the Cloud, trying to get back onto the stage. Limit finally reached. Cannot find anything right there, and it'll be Kirby still staying in the stock lead. Nice ground, nice down air for the Kirby, finding that stock lead now.
Yeah, Kirby was able to get that stock in, but he is at a bad 112%. Cloud can still get this back. He's currently taking some damage right now, but he's trying to defend as best as he can. A lot of shielding going on. Kirby's really playing this well out. He's not just going to let himself lose his second stock. He's really going to stay in this. Cloud's going to be dodging around a bit, and he gets that second stock off finally. He's at 53%, but if he plays his cards right, he can easily make that back. Here he goes back on the offensive again.
Limit will hit finally for the Cloud. Close there, another forward air tilt. Tries to find something. Good grab from the Cloud. Kirby now at the damage disadvantage. Cloud getting that limit charge. Tries to go for the back air. Neutral air from the Kirby will hit. Up B will hit as well. Limit finally found. Can Cloud find this? No, he might not be able to. Misses the limit, and now it's getting dire for both players. 106 to 100, and Kirby keeping Cloud in the air. Can't find that down tilt. Looks for the forward air. Can't find it. 112 now for the Cloud. Looking dire, like I said, for both players. Once again, Limit trying to be charged just a little bit, but it's both players that just keep getting little bits of damage. And finally, offstage pressure. This is where it gets dicey. Limit also found. Trying to find something. Trying to find that back air. Up. Can Kirby punish this? No.
He's going to launch that up air up. And it seems to me that the Cloud is playing a little differently. He's not trying to charge for Limit every moment he can. And with that back air, he will take the win. Seeing throughout that match. Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was saying, seeing throughout that match, it seemed the Cloud wasn't very worried when it comes to Limit, even when he had advantage and time to charge it up. Seems he was waiting for just the right time to really try and apply that pressure with the Limit, not just charging it willy-nilly. It even seems like sometimes he would give it up intentionally, waiting for the right moment, but that might just be me.
I mean, Minivan the Flex God, we've seen him on this Cloud. This is his main character that he plays all the time going into this game number 2. I mean, we saw in that game number 1, he was at a disadvantage both times, but he finally was able to bring it back in that final stock. So I'm thinking for this game number 2, it'll be a little less close. I think Beeves might get a little antsy, and Van can take advantage of that. We've seen the back airs go in his favor, a good down air right there, and the offstage and aerial pressure from the Cloud has been kind of what the Kirby has been lacking. You know, Kirby is getting these very good short combos, but I don't think it's enough compared to Cloud's damage output that he can output.
That is true. That is very true. When it comes to different light and medium, even heavy characters, there can be a big difference in damage output when it comes to combos. Kirby can really dish some damage out when you get the combos right, but when it comes to Cloud, he's a bit of a bigger character, can dish out a bit more damage without having to do less crazy stuff. And we're going to see that a lot as Kanga anticipated correctly. It seems that Beeves might be a bit antsy right now, really eager to get this done, get a win, and it seems to be disadvantaging him a bit as Van stays in front this time. A very stark contrast to the beginning of last match.
Yeah, Van looking for something there, charging his limit off of the Kirby up tilt, but now both players are gonna be over 100, and that'll be Beeves with that up tilt, finally taking that first stock. Immediate response, and that's what we wanted to see from the Cloud. Just find that immediate response, but another good Kirby combo to find a lot of early damage. We've seen, like you talked about, No One Man, I mean, Kirby is such a light character, but his combos are so consistent that that damage output can be something that we can see change the tide.
Very true, very true. And as you can see here, Beeves is currently at the percentage disadvantage, but due to his skill and his combo skill once more, I'm not doubting that he can make this back. He seems to very much know what he's doing here. Maybe he might calm down a bit and get a bit of a advantage back on. Right now, he's going to get hit by that limit though, and he's going to have a bit of a disadvantage. Not too much, 77% is very much manageable in my opinion. We'll just have to see how it goes though.
Good touch right there, getting some poke damage and a little bit of a big combo right there from the Cloud. 88 now on the Cloud as well. Beeves charging up that up special or up smash, but cannot find damage. Limit now for the Cloud, uses it to recover. Kirby can't get the punish right there, and Cloud will stay alive over this 100. So Cloud does have to be careful, trying to find a back air, trying to find something in the air to just charge his limit, charge something to try and keep this stock lead, keep some damage. Good grab, a good punish. Kirby can get back to the stage, but a lot of this off-stage, off-air pressure is where we see the Cloud thrive. Can't hit that first back air, and that back air we've seen be so dangerous. Neutral air and 89 to 110. I mean, it's looking like this game number 2 is going into the Cloud's favor.
It very much does. Like Kanga predicted, it seems that Vans is slowly getting into the swing of things now. He doesn't seem to have much trouble at all. Kirby's currently at a scary 89-101% now. When it comes to these situations, it can be very nerve-wracking to try and get back up. As long as you stay focused, it's manageable, but when it comes to this, I believe Beeves is at a disadvantage. I do not think this match will end up playing up in his favor.
No, we're seeing this sword be so effective for the Cloud. I mean, he can get that medium range pressure, and that forward tilt will kill. I mean, much better played right there from Minivan the Flex God. I mean, we saw more pressure come out from him, playing a lot more confident, and Cloud in this matchup has just been the bane of Kirby in the air, off stage, everything. And I think that was the match best of 3. So Van will take it. I'm not entirely sure, trying to get a check onto that. But, I mean, if it was, very well played. If not, GG, we'll go to the next round. We'll just have to see right now.
We'll just have to see. I'm not very surprised with Van winning, although I would not be very surprised if Beeves were to win either. Both of these have very extensive history when it comes to esports. They're both very threatening. I've seen some of their plays before from a year ago when I was at an event, and I know what these two are capable of, and let me say, they are nobody to laugh at. So if you ever see these guys out, just be careful. You know, these guys know what they're doing. Very dangerous. And as you can see displayed here, Van might be a bit more dangerous than Beeves.
Yes. Now it looks like our next matchup is going to be Black Platypus versus Donnie. I haven't heard of either of these two players. Do you have any information on these two players?
As for information...
Oh, got him, not Donnie. It's got him. I know got him. Okay, I do know one of these players. So, a little bit of a Ganondorf main from what I can remember. I think he does vary on his characters, but the one that I can think of that he does play is Ganondorf, that I saw at Invitational at tryouts this year for UNM. So I'm hoping to see very good matchup between these two.
Oh yeah, when it comes to Ganondorf, they say he's a low tier, but at this point it really doesn't matter.
Falcon.
Oh, they're doing something. Captain Falcon and
okay.
Samus. Okay.
Not what I expected, but
not at all.
A very good surprise. I love to see the Falcon be brought out. But against the Zero Suit, I think it'll be tough to put that pressure on because both are so light, so fast, that I think we're going to have a flash fire matchup, almost getting the immediate stock, and 3 up airs in a row into the knee. The knee won't hit. Good pressure from the Samus now, 67% to 48%, but neither player able to find a lot of really big punishes here. We saw that first early combo from the Falcon, but we're not seeing, like, to describe it, big plays like we saw in the last game.
Correct. It seems for me for a bit what's going on here is that both of these characters are so fearless, so unafraid of getting up close. It's why they're not able to get any hits on each other. Both of them are just willing to get up close and personal, but Captain Falcon will eke out the first stock, and he will be at 92% currently, trying to keep that as well as he can. He seems to really want to defend that stock with his life. He's going to shield a bit, and it won't do him much good as his first stock gets taken away by Zero Suit Samus. These two are now currently even, and now Captain Falcon's going to go on the offensive. Both are just so unafraid of getting close to each other. It's really impressive. It's
we're going to see a lot of these shield punishes. From what I can think of, we're going to see a lot of like these close engagements lead to like what we saw from the Falcon before. We're going to see that up smash come into play because it's so effective at dealing with close plays. I mean, we'll probably see a lot of grabs from the Zero Suit, a lot of more aerial play from the Zero Suit that we're seeing now. Front air right there, and cannot find anything more. But the Falcon is now in dangerous territory at 113%. I mean, Zero Suit doesn't have a lot of moves that can kill. I mean, you can get very, very high with this Zero Suit, but right there, a kill move was found. Falcon now down to his last stock.
Yes, when it comes to Zero Suit Samus, you got to be a bit careful. There's a lot of characters in Smash Bros. Who don't have moves that inherently kill. You got to be a bit creative with how you're going to get someone's stocks off. And this Zero Suit Samus knows how to do just that. They're going to hit that, but they're not able to punish in time. The Captain Falcon quick with the fingers, able to get out of time. And now he's going to try and pressure Zero Suit Samus. It's not going to go into his favor. Really close fight as for this current matchup right now, but overall, Captain Falcon is down a stock at 76 FMV, hitting them aerials in the sky. he's going to put up the matchup, but he's still at quite the disadvantage with 102. Let's see what he can pull off.
I mean, going into this final stock, Captain Falcon not favored to win, but a good combo could find it. Good grab into a punish. Front air almost gets the down, but cannot find it right there. Zero Suit trying to find something. Punish out of the shield. Side B.
Oh!
Into the knee. What a combo there from
Gosh,
Gotti.
man. Somebody call
Really
this
living
man.
up to his name right there. Finally bringing it back on that last stock and got him taking game number 1.
You were absolutely crazy. Someone called this man System of a Down because that was some aerials in the sky right there. He was able to pull off an insane knee to the face and win that fight off. Yeah, we really thought he was done for there. At least I did, but he's going to show you why Captain Falcon is so feared. Because when it comes to the Falcon Punch, its cousin is going to be the knee.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we saw usually at that New Mexico high school level, that knee was so powerful. And now we're seeing it in the college level. I mean, at UNM, at NMSU. I mean, the Falcon has worked out great for so many different players of the college caliber that it's so punishing. It does so much damage. It's really easy to pull off when you get a good combo like that. But now what we're seeing is Zero Suit Samus really punishing that aerial play that the Falcon wants to go for. But those little jabs, those little punishes are gonna be what get up some damage. Like right there, almost getting another knee combo. But now it's pretty even, I would say, in terms of damage output.
It is pretty even here. At first, Samus was very much dominating. She was really trying to get that guy out real quick. Said, I didn't want to get hit by any more knees no more. But Falcon is not going to allow that, and he's going to lose, unfortunately, that matchup. But you can see he's really committing to it. He's slowly adapting to Samus's attacks, and he's going to try and get back into the swing of things. Samus is currently in the lead with 91%. Oh, but she's going to get back air to all ends, and she's going to come back. Now we have a much more even matchup of 15-0. Captain Falcon trying to run around, get a bit hits in. He's going to get a few jabs. And just like that, he's going to put himself back in the advantage again.
Very good combo right there. Grab into punish, into forward air, up into the air. Almost seeing a Falcon punch come out, almost landing, but the Zero Suit Samus able to evade in time. Down tilt into back air into another just sort of little combo that the Zero Suit likes to pull off, trying to get that little chip damage to go into the back air. Usually that's what I'm seeing kill for Zero Suit, and right there, same exact thing. Easy recovery back onto the stage, and now got him once again on this back foot on his last stock before the Zero Suit. But like we saw last game, he pulled it off, almost getting the knee, but not connecting into that sweet spot, and now trying to find just something to put himself back into the same stock as the Zero Suit Samus.
Captain Falcon here trying to adapt. He's in a bit of a rough spot, though. I'm not sure how this one's going to go for him, but we saw what happened last time when he was at a disadvantage. If he can pull off the right combos, I believe he can come back just fine. But the Zero Suit Samus is not having it. He's going to hit another knee. This guy has a vendetta against Samus. Let's see how well he can come back from this with 70-0. It's possible. He's going to try going out again. Let's see. He's going to whiff the combo. He's going to try again with the Falcon kick.
Tries to punish with the spike onto the Zero Suit, landing that not on the ground, will not put the Falcon into the ground, missing that punishing forward tilt and not finding anything. 103 now, or 106, but we've seen him come back from worse, missing the jab, missing the back air. Both players playing a little bit scared, but also trying to punish the other like we've seen before. Falcon missing that down air, getting hit by that side tilt, close from the Zero Suit off stage, and the back air will kill, and that'll be 1-1 now to the Zero Suit.
The Zero Suit Samus able to pull off the revenge attack, and we can see how skilled these two are. This is not going to be as one-sided as some matches can be. You see that the Zero Suit really cares about winning just as much as the Captain Falcon does. This is going to be very close. I'm excited to see the next match, because this is best of 3, so I believe the next one's going to decide it. This has been a very intense close-up match, no frills held, and we're going to see how well that goes for him this time. Both of them starting up, and the match starts off. You can see immediately they both try to go for each other again, but the Zero Suit Samus was able to get the first hit off. Captain Falcon's going to say he doesn't like that, and he's going to immediately jump right back in. trying to get a few hits off, but she's just too domineering right now. He's going to stay back, going to get hit, and he's going to have his lead taken away at a devastating combo. See how well he can pull it off, and he's able to make it back. But this match seems to be different. It seems the vibe has shifted a bit. This Samus is really locked in now. She's not going to let just anyone take a win from her.
Yeah, I mean, this Captain Falcon has tried so hard to put on the pressure, finally finding something with that, I think it's down B on the stage to try and get that Falcon kick, trying to find something. Cannot. Keeps getting pressured off stage, and it's a little bit too much. Falcon now has to recover back. Close, but Zero Suit cannot punish that, but that will be so punishing. I mean, Falcon could not get off the ledge right there, but the back air might even things up. Almost hits it, cannot at that time. But now that Falcon's in a bit of a stock disadvantage, we've seen him come back in game number 1 from a stock disadvantage, but now it's like all the marbles are on the table so that one of them can win, advance in the upper bracket. We'll just see what this Falcon has for us in store.
Zero Suit Sam is still at 128. She will not die right now. Meanwhile, she just keeps dishing out damage to Captain Falcon. He's at 70% now. Things aren't going too well for him. We'll have to see how he adapts and recovers. Let's hope he can pull himself together to see if he can get this win. But the Zero Suit Samus is going to go, nuh-uh. She's going to keep pressuring him. He's at 100%, only 30% away from Samus' second stock percentage right now. Things aren't going too well for him.
Punishing move right there from the Zero Suit to find that recovery on the Falcon. And the Zero Suit is reading Falcon so well right now. I mean, Godding is on the back ropes. He's been on the back ropes for this entire game number 3, and he can't find anything. Almost finds the punish with the knee right there. Good grab, and now offstage pressure has to come in. Cannot find anything right there, but the back air will finally connect. 2-2 now, but with a huge damage disadvantage for the Falcon, it's going to be so hard to recover into this matchup.
Currently, he's trying his best to get back. He's going to hit a nice little grab combo there. Getting a bit of damage in. Just got to give it some time. She's currently at 63% right now. Given a bit of time, he can easily bring this back up. And when it comes to Captain Falcon, he does not need to dish out much damage. And just like that, he suddenly has the lead again. Very impressive performance by the Captain Falcon. He's able to keep his cool during these situations. He's going to get graced by Sakurai a bit. He's going to be able to keep that stock, and he's going to try and hold on to it for as long as he can. But the Samus is not going to make getting any more damage easy for him.
A little poke right there from the Falcon on it. Tries to get an early knee just for a little bit more damage. We've seen this knee kill early, and a good up air can just like put Samus in such a position, like right now off stage trying to find something, but on that recovery back, Samus will finally get a stock. 65-0 right now. The pressure coming on for both players now in this final stock, and the punishing up air Samus combo will just keep putting Falcon in a disadvantage. Spike down, and Black Platypus will finally take it. Oh my goodness, no one, man, what a match we just had. It was so punishing right there from the Zero Suit on that final stock. Once she got there, she just kept going and going and going.
It felt like throughout a lot of that match that the Captain Falcon mainly relied on just finding openings whenever you could and going. Meanwhile, the Samus really focused on countering there, finding every single punish they could and just hammering that one in as well as they can, and that really paid off, especially with that beautiful spike down into the ground. That Captain Falcon is buried and dead 6 feet under after that one. He put up a good fight, but that Zero Suit Samus knew what they were doing, and in the end, he ultimately paid the price.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Godim on that first match come back, and I think that was something to really look at. Maybe Zero Suit just felt the pressure that first match, and Godim punished him for it. But then the Zero Suit really turned on the Jets. I mean, Black Platypus had their number, you know? And that's something always to look at in these Smash matchups is you don't want to let the pressure get to you.
Exactly.
You know, your hands are going to get shaky, you might start sweating a little bit, but you got to find something more. And now going into this next matchup, we'll have Van versus, I think, Diz, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be. And now we're going to see Van once again, but against a lighter character such as Diddy Kong, I think it'll be a little bit harder for Van to punish.
Very much true, very true. It might be. And as we can see already, a few of the attacks are kind of missing Diddy Kong due to his small frame and hitbox. Going to be a bit harder for Van to really aim and get some attacks off. Let's see what he does with that limit. He's going to try and hold on to it for a bit, wait for the right moment, and he's going to hit a successful hit.
Does not kill, though. I mean, very surprising that doesn't kill.
Very surprising, very surprising. I'm not sure how this game works. Sometimes it's a bit janky. He's going to try and dodge the banana, but unfortunately gets punished. And he's going to be a bit too far off the stage to come back. And the limit is going to be down to 0. Diddy Kong is at 118%, though. This is very much comebackable to Van. Let's see how he does with this. He's going to get a bit of damage nailed into him. As long as he plays his card right, back air is going to take him off the stage. He might be able to get him off. He's going to bide his time, though. He's going to continue, and with that, he has the second stock.
Very nice punish right there from Van. I mean, finally finding that first stock is going to be such a stress reliever because we know Diddy Kong can punish with that banana peel and go into very nice combos, very well coordinated combos, and a lot of these aerial moves for Diddy Kong are so punishing. We see that limit finally coming out and the banana to try and stave off some of that offstage pressure. But the recovery onto the stage is good, but getting held at the ledge is not good. So whenever Diddy Kong is out there, that's a lot of damage taken. 106 now, and these back airs that Van are pulling off are so punishing on the Cloud. We saw it in the first matchup, and there we see it once again. 2-1 now for 2-1 now to Van.
Yeah, Diddy Kong tried to lunge at Cloud there, and he ultimately paid the price, but he has no fear. He's going to try and get back in there, do some more damage. Cloud is not having it, though. He's going to hit him with the neutral limit, and he's just going to keep on pressing as much damage into the Diddy Kong as he can. This Diddy Kong is fighting for their life right now with one stock left at 76. The Cloud is at 73%, but they're on their second stock, and they're doing the best they can. This matchup was pretty close at first, but we could slowly see Van's skill reaching out and showing off why he's the boss.
A little good combo there from the Diddy Kong, trying to stave off the pressure from what that sword brings. Almost gets the punish there. Down tilt again. Tries to find another down tilt, and I'm thinking that the strategy for this Diddy Kong right now is just to put as much pressure as possible because you're so high, you just want something. The limit break does not work out for Van in that moment, but the pressure is put on already. Like, the banana peel isn't doing anything to Cloud. It's not punishing. And right now, Cloud is just in such an advantage that, I mean, I think this game is over and done, even with 144 to 110. And there we go. Back air to finish it off. Van taking game number 1. And that's what we want to see. You know, we want to see those punishes. We want to see just the mistakes that we saw in the first match disappear. And that's exactly what we saw.
Disappear. It seems that Van is finally getting to the swing of things if he wasn't already. He's just going to go in there with no fear and show that Diddy Kong who's boss. He's able to take that win. And now they're going to go into the second match right away. No time to waste. We'll see how this Diddy Kong adapts. Maybe they'll try something new. Maybe they'll do same old and hope for the best. We'll have to see how it goes. Van, we already know, is going to show no fear. But the Diddy Kong, they have no fear as well, as they're just going to go in, bide their time a bit, try and find the right opportunity, but Van is not having it. They're going to zoom in. They're not going to try and give this Diddy Kong any opportunities to strike. With the Diddy Kong only getting a few hits, but making the most of it, as Van now already has the limit break. We'll see what he does with it. He's going to grab the banana this time and use that to his advantage. Keep the banana. We'll see how it goes. Oh, he's going to use it to combo into a devastating limit side B. That was beautiful.
Oh my days. I mean, that's like the type of combos we want to see. We want to see big combos. We saw that Diddy Kong get that little one, but that combo was so punishing. I mean, banana into limit break into everything. Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema.
And we did see there Van unable to get the recovery back onto the stage. He was a little too far out to achieve that. And now that it's more even, the Diddy Kong punishing a lot more. A lot of these moves aren't doing a lot of damage, but, you know, over time it builds up a lot. Slipping on the banana peel, getting that 9%, getting a lot of these percentages, and then keeping Van off stage so that he can't recover like he did on the last stock. Van needs to find a punish now, and he just cannot find it at this moment.
Van over here struggling. I don't think he expected a sudden comeback like this. He's really trying to get out there, try and find a good opportunity for him to strike back. He even takes the banana. It's not going to do him much good as this Diddy Kong is suddenly applying crazy pressure. He's going to successfully get him away, get some space. He loses the banana. I don't think he's going to be able to make it back. He is not. He is! It always surprises me sometimes how much Cloud's think. Gege, he's going to charge in midair, and the Diddy Kong is going to whiff and lose a stock. It was close up to that point, and he very much still has a chance to kick it back with Cloud having 162%, but the Cloud is going to use that to the best of his ability, already charging up the limit, ready to end this Diddy Kong once and for all.
I mean, it was so well played there by the Diddy Kong, trying to find that punish, trying to find that offstage pressure, but it just didn't amount to anything after that whip. I mean, after that, you're going to lose a lot of confidence, you're going to lose a lot, and Van's going to take that, punish it, but good response there from the Diddy Kong, finding that back air, finding that little good cheese option to just try and put a lot of that pressure off stage, and especially when Cloud tries to get back onto the stage, that's what's been like the bread and butter of this Diddy Kong. Trying to find those back air combos, trying to find a lot of these aerials, and it's working out very well. I mean, Van, he's finding opportunities to get some hits in, but Diddy Kong right now is playing much better than that first game that we saw.
Yes, it seems the two of them It seems the two of them have both lost the stock now due to being lost in the sauce a bit, trying to get a combo off and really trying to punish, and both of them pay price for it. Seems the two of them now, with a simple side tilt though, Cloud is going to take that win. Seems the two of them were really having a bit of fun there, but in the end, Van is going to show off again while he's the big boss, and he's going to take that win. Diddy Kong put up a great fight though, able to put up such good damage in that first part. Unfortunately though, it is not enough, and we have seen the end of him, unless they have losers bracket, I'm not sure.
Not too entirely sure on that, but we did see a lot of those punishing plays from the Cloud. I mean, it was really, really well played. We saw just a lot of offstage pressure for both sides. I mean, I think if the Diddy Kong did not whiff on that play, Diddy Kong takes it. You know, I mean, you think of like, you think of that. That's gonna be such a demoralizing play. Like, it's gonna be so well executed that it just, you know, it works. And now we get into our next match. So everything's all good.
Everything's all good. Diddy Kong tried their best, man. That was a really good combo from both of them, especially the one with the banana. I did not see that one coming. That going into a side B limit like that is incredible. Characters are currently putting their names in now on the controllers, trying to get their inputs right and all that.
Getting those GameCube controller users back into the lobby, you know? I mean, you think of GameCube, in today's modern society, I think the only game you think of is Smash Bros.
Real. Very true, very true. When it comes to nowadays, the only time I ever see a GameCube controller is during Smash Bros. Kind of makes me miss the old days where you could see a GameCube controller booting up Wind Waker or Double Dash. But you know, those days are long gone by now. Nowadays, you see a GameCube controller, it means you're done for, man. You just put down the controller. But one thing I've learned throughout my career in Smash Bros. Is that as long as you stay calm, focus about, you know, doing your best, having fun, a GameCube controller is just a matter of how the person wants to play. It doesn't make them any better than you. As long as you stay focused, you can win that fight. That's what matters.
You know what? That was a really good motivational speech for all you Smash players out there. I mean, you think of people playing Smash, a GameCube controller, Joy-Cons. I mean, we have seen some one Joy-Con warriors at the top level perform. And, you know, you think of like now, we're seeing 2 GameCube controllers, but it's whatever you prefer to play. I mean, we're looking at the stage selection right now, hopefully looking at like a Battlefield, maybe a Final Destination, maybe a PS2.
Maybe a Picto Chat.
Going into this matchup, what are you expecting? Like, what characters are you expecting? What map? I mean, we have Paige versus someone I don't actually know the name of, but who do you think is gonna? What characters do you think are we gonna see?
Well, I've played against Paige a bit. It did not go well for me, but I do know that they are a beast when it comes to Little Mac. Their Little Mac might be the reincarnation of Rocky himself, because Paige's Little Mac is so domineering. They're either going to do Little Mac or a Wii Fit Trainer. I know that for sure.
Okay.
One of those two. And we're going to see that's going to be Paige is going to be and they're going to go with Little Mac as I predicted. The other one's going to go as Villager. I haven't seen this man play. I don't think I've seen him here yet, but you never know what someone's able to pull off until you see him play. Maybe the Villager will give Little Mac a surprise. I do know that this Little Mac is very dangerous though. If you try and play close distance with them, they're going to punish you. If you try and play long distance, they're going to punish you again. They do not care. So you just need to really be careful when you're playing against Page's Little Mac.
Yeah, I mean, playing against Little Mac players, they're going to want to try and keep themselves more closer to the center of the stage because they don't want to get off stage. But good Little Macs such as Page, if you get them off stage, they are going to have that opportunity to recover. But it's also, Little Mac's recovery is really terrible.
Really terrible, but it gets totally nullified when it comes to a player like Page. I'm surprised they haven't opened up their own shoe brand and call it Air Mac because they know how to recover. They are impressive, but this villager is going to show us a bit of what they're made of. Try and get a bit of damage in. They're doing pretty good. Seems as Page has not played too many villagers yet, which is fair. I don't see a lot of villagers get played nowadays. But this villager is doing very good, keeping the distance, attacking. They're going to dodge the super armor. Super armor is always super dangerous, so it's cool to see him dodge that. They have the KO punch. They're going to waste it. I didn't see that one coming.
A little bit of a whiff right there from the Little Mac, and the villager will continue to punish. I mean, with a lot of these aerial slingshots, using the Toto, is it Toto pull? I don't remember what the fire is called, but like using a lot of these abilities that get Mac into the air just combo so well with each other, and it's working out really, really well, keeping this Mac away from the center of the stage. But once Page gets there, I think it's a little bit more challenging to try and get them away.
Right, and we see here Page is keeping the distance a bit, using counters, relying on those. But it's not going to do much good, and we see a stock get taken off of Page by this very talented villager. Villager's going to keep on applying the pressure, going to hit the tree. They're going to keep going in, just doing what they do best. Page is almost at their level currently, which isn't great. They're going to really need to shape up there if they want to get any wins off. And Page is going to get that second stock off. Depending on how this goes, we might see a bit of magic from Page himself, you know. Go in there, he's going to put in some damage already, and they're going to wait. They're going to wait on it a bit. They have the KO stored up. We're going to see what they're going to do with that.
Oh, KO goes away right there. I mean, I thought we were going to see a punish in the middle of the stage right there, but Villager has such good combos. I mean, right there, we see the dig into the up smash, and it worked out so well for this Villager. I mean, this Villager, I've never seen play. Very, very talented in their abilities right now. Getting those tree combos, getting, like, into the slingshot, into the tree. Nice jab combo, just holding the Mac in place with the tree, going with the flying machine, almost with the bowling ball, neutral air, and keeping Page in the ground, almost punishing right there. Cannot find that little bit that I think would have killed, but the KO punch comes out. Tries to dodge with the counter. The slingshot being so aggravating for Mac right now. I mean, the slingshot is putting in so much work, keeping that Mac at distance, and it's working out so well. 92 to 109. We've seen miracles before, but I think this matchup is one and done for this villager.
Yes, I don't think Page saw this one coming. Yeah, I definitely didn't see this one coming. I haven't seen this villager play before, so I was not aware of what they were made of, but this villager's coming in, showing them who's boss. They're just going to go out and dish out some damage. They do not care. Page is going to hit a side tilt there. The villager's going to recover. And the back air is going to kill off Little Mac. And the villager is going to win with 2 stocks left.
Yeah, good grab into the back throw. I mean, good punish right there on the ledge, getting up there very, very quickly. And I think if this matchup isn't like, I think if you're Page, you have to just shake it off, you know?
Shake it off.
Bad matchup, you know, keeping you at that more distance, keeping you away from that center of the stage. And I think it was also an unfavorable map. You have those 2 platforms, but Mac can't really utilize those platforms.
True.
You know? So looking at this villager, it's going to be very, very punishing to use both of those platforms, use the aerials, and make it work.
Very true, very true. They're going to change the skin of the villager real quick. I don't think that'll change much, but this character, we know this guy, he knows how to play his villager, knows his stuff. The thing with Page is that when it comes to their Little Mac, they're not afraid of zoners. They move in, they know how to dodge. But this villager right here, they're zoning at such a well pace. But Page's expertly timed counters are able to make some distance, are able to get some work in. They're going to keep trying their best. Page is currently in the lead. They're going to dodge that dig up, you know. They're going to try and keep applying pressure. They're going to use the counter again. It's going to be a close one, I feel like, as,
that was such a
crazy
good combo from the villager. 2 slingshots into or two neutral aerials into the two slingshots to just take Paige right off the stage. I mean, that was so punishing, and it worked out so well for this villager.
Yes, that was quite the combo right there. This villager showing no fear. The little villager that could, as Paige continues to be pressured with 63% on 2 stocks left. He's going to hit with the pitfall again. He's going to lose his stock going down to 1.
Wow.
I'm not sure if this villager plans the 3 stock, but put that into your minds, because it very much might happen. This villager is not playing around. They intend to win today, and it very much may happen. I have a firm belief. With this being the second matchup and Paige on their last stock, the Villagers still on 109% with their third. I don't think this match is going to go up very well for Paige as they continue to try their best with the Little Mac. Little Mac just cannot get to a good, comfortable point on stage without getting pressured by that Villager, just going to continue getting thrown off the map.
Yeah, I can't land any of these side tilts. Unfortunate right there, and a 3 stock right there for the Villager. So well played. I mean, they kept their distance, they kept the poke, they kept poke, and that combo on the first stock just demoralizing in its own sense. You know, this Villager has played so well around just using his aerials, using his projectiles, and Paige just could not find an answer to it in that game number 2.
Oh yeah, this Villager knew how to do their stuff, and they are going to take that dub. Like, I did not see that coming. I played against Paige a few times, and I am very rusty even as I warm up now, even as I try and get better. Paige has just been showing up and showing me that I can still improve, beating me countless times, and this Villager showed up and just said it's not going to happen today. This Villager knew what they were doing. I fought quite a few very skilled Villagers in my day. This one definitely takes the cake. Yeah, that was quite the impressive play out there.
Very much so. And I mean, going further into this bracket, we're going to see a lot more of this Villager play. And I mean, it's so punishing that I think just looking at Villager's future matchups, maybe play against the Van, where a lot of that aerial pressure is going to be so good against it. Like, maybe that's our grand final, you know?
I could very much see that being the grand final. The Villager and the Cloud, you know, those two play. They're players. I know Van. I'm not sure who that man is, though. I haven't seen him until today. He came in, showed business, though. You know, you always have those hidden warriors who come out and just suddenly pop off, you know. It's really cool seeing those types of stories, and I can't wait to see, if it happens, I can't wait to see the Villager go against the Cloud and ultimately win a match like that. That would be incredible.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like our next matchup, it's the Iz versus Minivan the Flex God. From a previous tournament, I do believe it's the Iz was on Diddy Kong, and we know what Minivan the Flex God plays.
Yes, and
we know that Cloud is so punishing.
And we know that Cloud does not play when it comes to Diddy Kong either. The last Diddy Kong Cloud went up against got a very unfortunate surprise, so we'll have to see if maybe this Diddy Kong can be a bit different, if that's who they play. We'll have to see how it goes. When it comes to these two, it can be, I won't say it'll be a close matchup, but sometimes people can surprise you, you know? You never know what they're capable of until they pick up the controller and just start duking it out, just like that Villager. I know we're talking about him a lot, but truly that skill they displayed was incredible. If you've seen what Paige can do, and then you see the Villager suddenly come and defeat them, you'd understand. But they're going to go with the Captain Falcon and the Cloud. Captain Falcon and Cloud is going to be a much more close matchup than Diddy Kong and Cloud, in my opinion, because Diddy Kong had zoning options, but he was very light. Captain Falcon is going to have to get in pretty close if he wants to get any damage in, but when it comes to Cloud, Cloud's no stranger when it comes to close range damage either.
Yeah, I mean, punishing on that first up... punishing on that first up B for the Cloud, and now Cloud just putting on the pressure, finding a little bit of footing right here, but it's a lot of these like shield punishes that we're seeing from both players in this early game. Limit Break now in play, hasn't used it yet, but doesn't want that to go away. Good punish with the recovery once again, and just keep putting this pressure on. We'll see the limit finally come out from the Cloud, finally making it, and that's a nice side B from the Cloud as well. I mean, we're looking at a lot of pressure from both of these players, and it's such an even matchup so far, but wow, I mean, right there, that's what Cloud can do, is that down B, but then the up smash from Captain Falcon to just keep himself in it.
Captain Falcon is not messing around. We really thought that Van was going to show off what he was really capable of there, and he has, but this Captain Falcon is not ready to give up just yet. Even with 55%, they're going to continue dishing on the damage, taking some hits. He's going to try and get in there. Maybe try, I thought he was going to try and pull off a combo, but he's going to whiff it a bit. And this Cloud is going to try and use his limit break, not going to get anything good off. Captain Falcon will just continue trying to get in there and put in some hits.
I mean, we've seen in this matchup already, it's so even that if one side gets a good hit, if another side gets a good hit, both sides are very, very punishing on trying to find a follow-up to that. And what we're seeing now, I mean, this limit and these pokes from the Cloud are being so detrimental in the gameplay of the Falcon. Like, the Falcon can't get close anymore because Van is finally using those pokes that the Falcon can't actually get the reach at. And like we saw right there with the limit finding that kill, that's just what we're going to keep seeing, I think, from this Cloud is just little pokes and then utilizing that limit to get more damage.
Yes, this Captain Falcon is currently trying to end the damage streak right now, but it's going to fail as he successfully hits that up B and kills Captain Falcon. That would have been a very close match if that hadn't landed, but Van is going to show up and he's going to show down. He says what goes up must come down, and he's going to teach that Captain Falcon a lesson. That would have been a very close match otherwise, I believe. The Captain Falcon would have gotten him off, and then we would have had 1 stocks each, and it would have been anyone's match from there, I believe. But yes, Van showing off his skill and showing off why he's nobody to be messed with.
Going back to PS2, I mean, we're going to see the same... Oh, we're not going to see the same matchup. The Diddy Kong coming out, and this is what I said before. He is known for his Diddy Kong, known for trying to get these punishes. And like you said before, it's going to be a lot of this zone play from the Diddy Kong, trying to accomplish that, trying to utilize his banana in the way that he can. But Cloud, playing against the Diddy Kong before, is it going to like replicate into this matchup? We're just going to have to wait and see.
Yes, this Cloud is going to... as we can see, when the banana was thrown at him, he already knew he could just grab it and try and get some attacks back in. He has some experience from the past match he just had. He's not going to let it end the way it did before. This time he's going to try and do it even faster, you know. And is just going to throw the banana away, going to try and get a hit off, is not able to. Going to try and get those peanuts and bananas constantly, but Van is not having it as, he uses the banana to hit off a devastating forward air. Diddy Kong's going to get back up to the platform, but he's not going to stay there for long as Cloud continues to pressure him down. He's just not going to have it. Cloud out there getting that back air hit, and Diddy Kong is going to lose the first stock.
Very punishing right now from Van, playing this matchup so effectively, but we just saw a nice little up air into the banana, into the back air combo from the Diddy Kong, and we're seeing a lot of this forward air pressure right now from the Diddy Kong working out so effectively. Van able to get back onto the stage, but punished from the banana. The banana goes down, cannot hit it that time, and now we try and find something else from that. Is finally finding a little bit of pressure right now. He's not letting Cloud get back onto the stage. He's not letting Cloud get any of this extra damage that he could get, and the banana is being so punishing. Peel goes out, up smash goes in, and that'll be a good stock from Iz to finally even it out. Good damage right now, and by both players are playing this, it is so much closer than it was.
That's very true. That is very true. Already the Diddy Kong is dominating, trying to get as much damage as they can on this Cloud before the Cloud strikes back. Cloud is going to start striking back now. He's going to expertly dodge that up B, avoid any damage, and get that back air off. Now he has limit. We're going to see how well he utilizes it. Going to jump around a bit. He's going to bait him into jumping and thinking he's safe, and then hit him with that side B limit. Now Cloud is over here trying to get some damage in. He has the advantage now. Diddy Kong's not going to let that happen for soon, though. He's going to keep going in, just try and dish out as much damage as they can. Typical of Diddy Kong as they just try and zone and try and get some more damage in. With the banana, they're going to go and grab it. The beautiful up air. It's just Cloud now trying to recover. And he's going to get scratched in the face and thrown off the stage. Cloud is not having, he's going to have to waste his limit, unfortunately. But this Diddy Kong is really putting the pressure on now. One hit is all it takes for either guy to go flying off the match and possibly lose another stock. And we're just going to have to see who loses it first.
Van trying to punish with this back air right now, but it's not very effective right now. The Diddy Kong trying to get those zoning in, trying to just make the space that he needs to find maybe into a side B, maybe into a back air. But Van with that forward air almost finds something. Recovery onto the stage and straight into Van, which will kill, and is finally up a stock in this matchup. Trips on the banana peel. On the way back, Van trying to find a quick response, but is just zoning is going so perfectly right now. The pressure mounting now for Van. I mean, he's not been in one of these situations before where he's just flustered, it looks like. I mean, Van is looking a little bit like... Go ahead.
I gotta tell you, folks, the champ looks tired, man. This Cloud is getting pressured by this Diddy Kong, and it's a very different matchup than what we saw last time. This Cloud is getting pushed off the map. He's at 79%. He's had to waste his limit to get back on stage twice now, as his Diddy Kong is currently trying to get up as much damage as he can before Cloud locks in and gets a bit angry. Diddy Kong's not having, he's gonna grab him, hit him up there. Cloud is currently probably reeling, trying to find a good solution to this play. Diddy Kong is cool as a cucumber, as that banana almost ended the career, but the Cloud is going to save himself with the quick reflexes. Diddy Kong is trying to throw another banana out there. He's going to try and shield break, does not have enough power to put into that. Diddy Kong is backflipping around with the banana, obviously trying to get it off. He does, and that ends the fight. The Cloud has been defeated for the first time. I believe that's the first match that Van has lost. I wouldn't say it's completely over yet, because that's now 1-1. As long as they get their, they get their bearings back, I think the Cloud can still win that. Then again, the Diddy Kong might just prove to be too much and might win that match, and that would knock Van out.
The zoning was perfect from the Diddy Kong. I mean, he took his space. He kept using that banana so perfectly, and the combos from the Diddy Kong. I mean, side air into up, banana into up air into back air. I mean, it just worked out so effectively, and we're just going to see the same matchup for this game number 3. I think it's do or die now, if I'm not mistaken, for both of these sides, and we're just going to see pressure put on by Diddy Kong, pressure put on by Cloud, and eventually we're either going to see the champ of this stream in particular defeated, or we're going to see, the champ move on.
Oh, we'll just have to see how it goes. I think hopefully maybe what Van might do is try off that combo they did last time with the banana and the limit break. If they time that right, they can use that to stun the Diddy Kong, get some damage off them, and use that limit break to knock out. But it seems right now the Diddy Kong is going to keep putting damage, but the Cloud is going to be a lot more equal in terms of damage. He's going to try and get the limit break. Does not hit, just a bit too much lag on that, and Diddy Kong's going to escape. Diddy Kong's at 101% right now. He's going to try and get back on stage, hit some away, and is able to get away. Cloud's at 67% right now. And now he's at 78. Don't do that again.
I mean, 84% to 110% now. Both sides are playing so punishingly. Like, every single hit results in usually another punishing following hit. But when neither player can actually land a hit, it's a little bit just mistaken. A little bit like mistakes. But looking into that little combo, banana into down tilt into up air, but it won't result in anything. The limit break comes out, takes the first stock, and now is on a little bit of the back foot.
It's a very cartoony exchange as Cloud goes eye for an eye and hits that limit, but he is going to trip and fall on his butt, and they're going to get right back up at 128% right now, and Diddy Kong's at 36%. Cloud is at the advantage, but any kick, any hit, and he could be curtains for him on that one stock. But I wouldn't be too worried right now, because as long as he keeps dishing out damage, staying focused in, they can get some really good damage on Diddy Kong, but the back air is going to knock him out of the park, and now they're a lot more even. Diddy Kong 36%, that is easily able to get a comeback on. Cloud is going to keep their distance for now, try and really stay away, bide their time, make sure they know what they're doing before they move in. Diddy Kong going to trip him up again. Diddy Kong just going out there, dishing out damage. Just like that, they're only a few percentage points away from reaching each other. But the Cloud is going to go in again and just dominate and get 64% on Diddy Kong. Just going to keep moving in, not have any fear. They know that this is the last match. They know that as long as they do their best and focus in, they could win this. If they hit the limit, this could end the match.
Not necessarily end it, but Git is down to his last stock.
Oh, that's true. I didn't notice that.
But Cloud being very punishing right now, missing that opportunity right there, but nice little combo into the down throw, into the grab into down throw, into a little aerial combo for the Diddy Kong, and now it's a lot more even. 117 to 120. Limit almost there for the Cloud. Nice, almost gets the shield punish, but the limit will come out, and it will not be able to connect. Is taking that stock and now being in the lead. I mean, 0 to 138 is I'm assuming that his stock is going to be taken soon. But you know what? We saw in that Godding game, Godding was at 100, and never mind.
There it goes.
Caster's
there it goes.
Curse right there in its entirety, but very even matchup going into this last stock.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. He's going to trip up and unfortunately not be able to do anything else because of that banana. This match is very close, but Cloud is going to just go up in here and get some damage in. 83%, very menacing for Diddy Kong as he is at the end of his rope here. He might be able to pull something off. The banana is going to hit him, but he's going to come back in neutral air his way to safety. Cloud's at 53% right now. Nothing too crazy. The Diddy Kong's not going to be able to pull off anything highness with that percentage, but as long as he gets a good combo off, that's still winnable. Cloud, however, is dealing with a very good advantage with Diddy Kong being at 135% with limit break. He is not able to dodge that, and Cloud Van is going to win that. Very much close, very closer match compared to the other Diddy Kong, but they are still able to win that and continue being the reigning champ. We'll have to see how the next match goes.
I mean, very, very well played there from the Cloud. Finally on that last stock, feeling like they were just in control, in punishing, and just able to take the matchup. I think that's the little bit of pressure that we saw put on Van in that game number 2. Very, very well played by Iz on that Diddy Kong. You know, finally making that switch to what I think he's more well known for, if I'm not mistaken. But very well played by both players, and GG go next. You know?
GG go next. We'll have to see who's going up next now. I heard Platypus versus one other person. I cannot tell you exactly who, but we're just going to see who these guys pick as their characters anyways.
I think we're going to see the Villager matchup.
Oh, the Villager matchup, yes.
Yeah, Villager versus, I think, from the Black Platypus before, I don't remember what he played. It was against Gotti. Who did Gotti play against?
Was he the one who played Ganondorf but surprised us with someone? Was he the Zero Suit Samus?
Oh, Black Platypus was the Zero Suit Samus.
Yes.
That is correct.
We're going to see Villager versus the Zero Suit Samus.
Villager versus the ZSS.
Yes.
I mean, very good matchup.
Very good.
Yeah, I think both of these players know their play styles, and I think going into this matchup, who do you think is going to win?
This is a very close one. Overall, I think the Villager is going to take it, though, because when it comes to both of them having zoning abilities, the Zero Suit Samus is going to need to get closer with more of their abilities in order to get more damage, and the Villager just doesn't need to get that close. So I think that the Villager is going to take that. But you never know, sometimes you could be surprised, Sometimes a close range can just get up on a zoner and just dish out the pain. We just have to see how it goes, but Zero Suit Samus is going to put the Villager at the edge there. It's not going to matter because of that recovery. They're going to try and hit that back air off the stage, but it does not work. As they are off the thing, if they avoid the tree, they're not going to avoid the tree, though. They're going to get hit off. They have 90% now. The Villager with 61%. Villager's already applying the pressure we saw against Paige, and they're just going to keep applying it, dishing it out, not letting up for even a second.
Using a lot of these projectiles to the Villager's advantage. I mean, having a good recovery, all about Villager gameplay, good grab there from the Zero Suit Samus, getting the Villager back off of stage, trying to punish as well, but that Villager's recovery is so well. Nice jab there from the Villager, trying to use that Totopo, and that looks like a wooden fire hydrant to his advantage. Slingshot coming out, very nice there, and a lot of these tree punishes, a lot of these, you have to think so much about what Villager does. Is you have so many projectiles coming at you at one time that everything can be so overwhelming when facing Villager.
So true.
You have to dodge the small slingshot. You have to dodge the tree growing. You have to dodge the totem pole. And as I say that, Zero Suit finding a kill onto the Villager.
Yeah, as Villager, when it comes to his abilities, he's pretty much all projectile. Unless you have a good way to counter that, you're going to have a rough time. But it doesn't matter for the Zero Suit Samus, as they're going to go up here and put Villager in a second stock at 60%. Almost hit that dunking move we saw against Captain Falcon earlier. But the Villager is going to be able to avoid such a fate. Samus over here with 150%. Their stock is at the end of their lifetime soon, but as long as they can do as much damage as they can, it's not going to matter much. Samus is going to get hit with the turnips, and they're going to lose their first stock. But they have a very good advantage with Villager having 83% and Samus having only 17 now. We'll just have to see where it goes. He's going to get another tree. He currently has the axe down special, so he might be able to dish out some good damage, but the Samus is just going to keep on applying that pressure. They are not afraid to go off stage, and that is their forte in this match. They are not afraid to go off stage and dish out the pain and really try and put an end to the Villager's stock. As you can see, they're going to try and go up now, but they have to go back because of that aerial attack, and the Villager is just going to keep his distance and keep on zoning.
Villager using this slingshot to good effectiveness, but a nice back air from the Samus ends that very, very quickly. 1 stock to 2 now, and Black Platypus doing so well in this matchup. Nice little air from the Villager, good slingshot, good aerial, and the excuse my voice. And the punishes just keep on coming for the Villager right now. Air doesn't connect. Nice, good side tilt into another neutral air, and just looking for a lot of these small hits that are very, very punishing, but also Villager being so good into it, you know?
I do know. This Villager is currently coming back in. The Samus is just applying way too much pressure, though, when it comes to their gameplay. They're just doing so well when it comes to applying pressure. The Villager's going to hit a devastating down special, though, bringing them down to the same stock. The Samus is not going to care, though, because they're at an advantage once more, with the Villager being at 74% and the Samus being at 0 as of now. The Samus has put up a lot more pressure, honestly, way more than I've seen anyone else put up. They are not afraid to go up to a person when they're falling, when they haven't recovered yet, and try and dish out even more damage when they can, and that's honestly their forte. They're just not scared. The Captain Falcon wasn't scared either, but when it came to both of those two, the Samus is just way more fearless, and they are going to get that first win off. Villager is going to suffer a loss. We'll see how he gathers his bearings and does in the next round.
Yeah, very well played by the Zero Suit Samus. I mean, we saw a lot of that aerial pressure come out as well. Off-stage aerial pressure, that was Zero Suit Samus' forte. You know, getting those up airs into combos onto the ground, that works very, very effectively for them. And we'll see the switch to Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer is very much different. When it comes to Wii Fit Trainer, they do not have as many objects to rely on for zoning. They have to get a bit more up close and personal. This was also a character Paige played a bit of, and we're going to see a bit of that gameplay when it comes to zoning and close distance. We're going to have to put both of them, and you're going to have to be good at both of them as well, as the Samus is going to be the first one to be at a disadvantage this time, as they are at 56%, and Wii Fit Trainer is only at 21. We'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah, 37 now. A lot more punishing from the Samus. Hits the volleyball off stage, which is going to cause the Samus to recover a little wonky. Nice hit there from the Samus into his side A, and just putting a lot more pressure onto this Wii Fit Trainer. Trying to find something now, can't find it, and Wii Fit Trainer punishing right there. Having the volleyball, having the other projectile that gives you a little bit of that health back as well, very punishing. And also, whenever you have that Wii Fit down beat, the rest, I mean, having all that extra damage, having that extra mobility is so punishing.
Oh yeah, when you get that down beat down, that rest, and you get all that extra mobility, you get a bit of health healed, it can really help you out in situations like this. And the Zero Suit Samus is going to go out there, show that she's not afraid, and really try and put more damage in, but the Wii Fit Trainer is able to get to ground safely. As they continue trying to dish out more damage, this time they're at the advantage, with Samus being at 75% second stock, and Wii Fit Trainer only being at 108% at third stock. Yes, Wii Fit Trainer is going to be a lot different in terms of gameplay than the Villager. They're just going to go up. This time they're not afraid to go up and attack, and it's really showing to the Samus. They're going to get a tech, and they're going to save themselves from what it would have been a devastating hit. Yes, this Samus is suffering. They're going through some damage right now. Even if they do get the stock off Wii Fit Trainer, they do have a lot of ground to cover when it comes to getting that match evened up. They are finally going to get that first stock off of Wii Fit Trainer, and they're both going to be on the second stock, but at quite a disadvantage this time.
Wii Fit Trainer looking for something early at this current moment. A lot of these dodges on the stage, just trying to find something that'll be a little bit punishing, and right there, that down air, down tilt, very, very punishing in its own right, especially with that rest, that extra damage that we talked about before. I mean, it's so punishing. Looking now, Zero Suit in a little bit of a bad predicament. One stock to the Wii Fit Trainer. This switch up from the Villager to Wii Fit Trainer has been such a detriment to the Zero Suit Samus. Like you said before, No One Man, they're playing so much differently than before. and it's working out so much better.
It is working out a lot more well for them as the Samus at 131%, the last stock. Meanwhile, the Wii Fit Trainer is still at 63% on their second. I don't think this match is going to end well in Samus' favor, and it's going to put this at 1-1. As we come up to their final matchup now, the Wii Fit Trainer ending with still 2 stocks left. What a sudden change in gameplay. This Wii Fit Trainer came up there, dominated, and just showed how much skill they have. This character, this person here, they know that they don't just know how to dish out damage with one character, they can dish out damage with multiple, and that's dangerous when it comes to switching up to a character that works and counters against another person's character. We're going to see what the Zero Suit Samus does now. I don't think they're going to switch because they didn't switch against Captain Falcon, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Maybe the Zero Suit Samus will learn something, maybe they've learned something and they can use that in the next matchup.
I mean, very much true. The aerials not being as punishing, and a lot of the ground play that the Zero Suit Samus tried to go for in the last match, it didn't really go like it did in the first match. Wii Fit Trainer was very punishing on the ground, and especially off stage. The Zero Suit Samus, when they tried to play off stage, it was either a tech or a miss. And those add up, those mistakes can add up just a little bit.
Oh yeah, they can. Absolutely true, absolutely true. I'm going to go off to this match, and the Wii Fit Trainer is already going to come up to the disadvantage and really try and put the hammer down on Zero Suit Samus. Zero Suit Samus is going to keep her distance a bit now. Not as fearless as she was when it comes to the Captain Falcon, but she's still going in, trying to get that damage. She just knows that she can't go in so close and just expect it to be a free meal for her now, because Wii Fit Trainer is also good at close distance too. So now the Zero Suit Samus really is going to have to work for her when she's at 84%. The Wii Fit Trainer has just barely hit 30 now, and now she's at 109%. Samus is suffering out here. Oh, and with that terrible up air, Samus is going to get out. She's going to go on her second stock already. It's going to be a very different matchup than how she's used to with Captain Falcon. I'm not sure what changed much, considering that she's in another close-up match. Maybe it has something to do with both using the zoning and the close-up styles instead of one being different from the other. And now she has to adapt to that, and it's so different to her. But we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah, a lot of these punishing aerial combos from the Wii Fit Trainer working out so effectively. Like we saw that back air, those up airs going out so well. These volleyballs putting pressure as well, and the Zero Suit Samus cannot really find a response. Finally finding a bit of damage, but now the rest has come in, giving Wii Fit Trainer a lot more versatility in the way that she moves, the way that she operates, but it's going to be a punish on that ledge from the Zero Suit Samus to finally take that first stock. 63-0 now. It's a little bit more of a stretch to try and come back into this matchup, but the Zero Suit Samus is playing the latter half of this stock very, very nice. Nice punishing back air right there from the Wii Fit Trainer, trying to find something in the air, trying to find something close to the ground, but Zero Suit is finally getting a little bit more confident in these engagements, trying to find something punishing of their own.
Very true, very true. I've been seeing that. I believe that the rest move that Wii Fit Trainer is using also kind of affects Samus's gameplay. It seems that as the Wii Fit Trainer starts using rest, the Zero Suit Samus gets a lot more careful with what they do and how they move. Like here, I don't believe that they're going to be as offensive, only going in as soon as they find opportunities. Meanwhile, as soon as rest ends, the Zero Suit Samus is going to go in and really try and find whatever she can. And that recklessness might also end up aiding Wii Fit Trainer's victory. They're going to hit that off, and they're going to hit that, and it's not enough to get that kill off, and they're going to dodge that. It might be when it comes to a guarding. Oh, they're not able to kill off that Wii Fit Trainer, but that move will finally get them down to their last stop. These two are now at 1-1, but Zero Suit Samus is 77% now, 104% now. A devastating string of attacks from Wii Fit Trainer, and they are not able to recover, oddly enough. And that win is going to go to the Villager / Wii Fit Trainer player. They have put up some serious prime numbers ever since coming in here.
Very much so. That switch from the Villager that we saw to the Wii Fit Trainer helped out so immensely in these last two games. Game number 2, they punished so hard. The playstyle change directly affected the Zero Suit Samus. I mean, it worked out so well, and then going into game number 3, it worked out even better. Looking at these next couple of matchups, we're going to see that switch from the Villager to the Wii Fit Trainer, from the Wii Fit Trainer to the Villager, and both playstyles are so different that whoever plays against him is going to have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for them unless they've been watching the matches maybe, and they have an idea of how it's going to work. But this Wii Fit trainer, this villager, we have a bit of an idea of how their play styles are. When it comes to the Wii Fit trainer, it could be a bit harder to predict and understand their moves, make things a lot harder for them. But now we're coming up on our very next match, and I believe this might be finals here.
This is the winners finals.
The winners finals.
Best of 5 winners finals.
Best of
Mini
5.
Van the Flex God versus. I totally.
I'm not sure what his name is.
I heard blank black, like something black, but I could be mistaken on that. I could have been hearing like the start of Black Platypus, but
True.
I'm not entirely sure. But I know that the Wii Fit trainer is very punishing. The villager is also very punishing. So we've seen the villager Cloud matchup before, and it didn't work out too well for the villager. But now we're seeing the Wii Fit versus the Cloud, and this is going to be a much better matchup. Best of 5 winners finals. Here we go, getting straight into it, and both players playing so aggressive. 35-10, just starting off 40-35 now. Nice punishing moves, good side tilt from the Cloud. Another back air, and these volleyballs aren't being very punishing on the Wii Fit trainer side. Limit already out. Up tilt, or up air. The limit not finding anything, and the volleyball also not finding anything. Nice punish out of the shield, and the little bit of damage is gonna neutralize both of their neutral Bs. But now that the Wii Fit trainer's in rest, they're trying to be a little bit more aggressive, and I mean it looks like it's a very, very even game to start.
Very, very even game to start. This person's going toe-to-toe with Van, and they're able to get the first stock off of them, as they now have an advantage here with Van going into 14% in their second stock, and Wii Fit Trainer at 119%. Van might be able to hit a punish off, but they prefer to bide their time and wait to get them down as they're on the ground. That seems to be a play style thing I've noticed with Van. He doesn't prefer to go off screen. He prefers to wait until they're on and then give them a good punish to get them off there for good. But Van is currently at 44% now, and Wii Fit Trainer is at 144%. Is that going to be? Yes, that is going to be barely enough to kill. And now they are currently at the same stock, but Van here is at a bit of a disadvantage with 44%.
Yeah, going into it, we've never seen Van at a very big disadvantage. We saw in Van's last match that he was able to was able to take a game off of Van, but now it's a completely different playstyle against this Wii Fit trainer, being a lot more punishing, being a lot more aggressive, especially with this rest and a good offstage presence, like with the volleyball, almost getting a double hit on the volleyball, bringing the Wii Fit down, and the volleyball hits herself.
Hits them. That's interesting. I haven't seen that happen before.
Yeah,
Item betrayal.
I mean, I think it's part of the fact that Wii Fit trainer was off stage. It was an awkward angle, but looking at it now, Van is really, really on the back foot at this 139%.
Yes, and they just do not care. Even that, despite being at 149% now, they're going to continue to be aggressive. Might as well go in there, said screw it. Oh, and unfortunately, they are going to get taken down and be on their last stock. Wii Fit Trainer at 85%, though. If they play their cards right, they can get Wii Fit Trainer down to their last stock and end this for good. You just have to be a bit careful with how things go. He's going to try and go around. He's not going to succeed at that. Wii Fit Trainer is just going to keep on going in there and just keep dishing out damage. Their play style is very different from things we've seen before. Wii Fit Trainer just does not care, just continues to dish out damage. They're currently at 130% right now, with Van being at 64. Just keeps going up and up. Is that going to be enough? Yes, and now they're finally down at their last stocks. This is going to be a very good advantage for Wii Fit Trainer, but Van seems to disagree with my statement as they start dishing in the damage. But then again, we can't have everything, can we? As now Cloud is at 91%.
Taking back a little bit of that damage onto the Wii Fit Trainer to start off with that up B, but being very punishing with these forward airs onto the shield. A nice forward air into a back air combo, trying to find a little bit more punish. Hit back onto the stage will also punish. Limit now for the Cloud, cannot hit it. And now Van being on the back foot, hit by the volleyball. Full charge neutral B for Wii Fit Trainer. An unfortunate recovery on the stage will be a little bit awkward. 79 to 135. 135, and the volleyball is not hitting like the way the Wii Fit Trainer wants it to. Wants to play a little bit aggressive with this rest. And the neutral A will be the thing to finish the job. Van not taking this game number 1, and the Wii Fit trainer now in the lead in this best of 5 winners finals, 1-0. No one man, this is going to be a very intense winners final from what we just saw.
This is going to be really close because that match, all it took was one hit from either person and one person would have lost. But we've seen that this Wii Fit trainer just goes up there. They do not care about the odds. They do not care about how things are against them. They go in there, they get in, and they play hard to get. And we can see that happening now as they take the first match unexpectedly. Van is put into a bit of a rough spot here as he now tries to, they're going to try and recuperate as best as they can. And we'll see maybe something changes with this next match, you know.
I know, and especially with the stage selection is going to go a lot into this. I mean, both players are going to have these perma-bans. Both players are going to have these situations where they're not going to be comfortable on the stage, but we're seeing a lot of PS2 tonight. You know, a lot of these players are liking this PS2, a lot of like playing very in their wheelhouse on this PS2, and I think that's what we see with a lot of players from Mexico is they love playing on Pokemon Stadium 2.
It's true. PS2 is like going to be your go-to in this situation, even more go-to than Battlefield itself. It's just that classic stage, you know, when you're in esports going like, hey, you just don't want to do any stages, let's just go PS2, and this is what they pick, you know. And this page has been seeing pretty much almost all the fights that have been happening, and we're going to go into this fight now. Van is going to be at a bit of a disadvantage with 50% and Wii Fit Trainer at 46. But Van, I feel like, will even the scores soon. Ball, they're just going to keep on trying to hit hits in. Just keep on getting attacked by Wii Fit Trainer's abilities. Unfortunately, Cloud is not able to recuperate in time, and now Wii Fit Trainer is going to have a very hefty advantage here. Especially with Rest active right now, any hit could be very devastating for Cloud as of now. They need to be careful. Unfortunately, they're not able to get careful enough. They're getting launched off stage. Anything could end it for him right about now. They just have to be very careful getting on. Tries the back air, does not succeed. Wii Fit Trainer is just going to keep on putting that good pressure that they've been putting on all night.
Yeah, very much so. 68 to 156 right now. Very punishing side B there from the Cloud. And the limit will hit off stage. Nice recovery there from Van.
Nice.
Coming from that 156 disadvantage and taking that first stock. That's going to be a little bit of a momentum breaker for this Wii Fit as well. You know, their stock wasn't taken. They were doing good. But now they're on the back foot. And right there, that's the response that we needed. Immediately back into a rest, into that punishing state that we've seen so much before, and it's just looking a lot more even, I think, than the first match.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Wii Fit Trainer did not even take a hit of damage during that moment where they were at a bit of a disadvantage. They're going to bury Cloud, and they're going to put that to the best of their use. Cloud is going to bring them to 59. Cloud's going to go up to 75. It's going to be very close, despite how big the numbers might seem. This match is closer than one might think at first appearance. Wii Fit Trainer is going to end up with a grab, going to bring them to 104. They're going to dodge the hit. Cloud is just going to keep on throwing those forward airs. The forward airs are his best friend tonight. They're just going to keep on hitting those. That's the start to a lot of his combos. You know, that's the start to him really dishing out some damage. Wii Fit Trainer's at 76 and Cloud's at 133% now. This thing could go any other way, but Cloud is going to get launched off the stage and bring down to 1. Wii Fit Trainer is going to be in front, and Cloud is going to be down to 1 stock left. Things are looking too great for them. This is incredible play right now.
Yeah, I mean, watching this Wii Fit Trainer really utilizing that rest to put the aggression on, and these volleyballs are just like hitting absolutely perfectly right where they want them to. Either getting them into the shield so Wii Fit Trainer can come over and punish, or just getting them into a state where the volleyball would hit. It's been perfect play, putting up more damage, and as Van tries to claw something back, limit coming out, trying to find something with it. It's a little bit of a jump fest right now. Back air comes out. Both players in a little bit of danger right now. The limit will not hit off stage. A little bit of off stage pressure from the Cloud on ledge. Cannot find anything right there. A punish right there with the side A. Will find something. And now, even 91-0. What are we gonna see? Can Van come back?
Ooh, that almost launched them off. Oh, that ball is gonna take him out, and Van is defeated.
It is a best of 5.
It is a best of 5. You're right.
Yes.
I keep forgetting these things. That's my bad.
Yeah, winners final, best of 5. Van on the back foot now. It is one more game, and this Wii Fit will have conquered the champion of the stream so far, and will advance to that grand final that we love so much. Loser to the losers final will have that opportunity for the rematch.
Very true, very true.
But we're seeing so much punishing play from this Wii Fit, and Van cannot answer the way that, like, we see. Like, he cannot answer. He's using his front aerials, he's using his back air to try and put that pressure on the ledge, but that volleyball is so punishing that it's allowing that Wii Fit to get back so easily.
Very true, very true. We're going to go off, start this match. Wii Fit Trainer going to have 10% right now, Cloud with 12%. Cloud's just going to go jump up a bit, try and gain some distance, and then he's going to move back in. He's going to be able to narrowly avoid that hit by Wii Fit Trainer. Going to keep going in some damage, and now Wii Fit Trainer's at 55%. He's going to lose that limit, unfortunately, and now they are pressured. Wii Fit Trainer is continuing to stay in the front a bit as Cloud takes the advantage now with Wii Fit Trainer at 81%. Cloud's at 77%. Wii Fit Trainer just keeps on moving in, doing what they do best, which is pressure. Even more pressure than the Zirsu Samus we saw earlier. She just goes in there and takes care of business. Cloud's going to try and charge off that limit a bit. He's able to charge it off, try to use it for the right moment. But the Wii Fit Trainer will not let him, and he loses that, and he's going to get launched off the stage. 125%. Wii Fit Trainer is going to end that, and now Cloud is out of second stock. I got to tell you, Cloud has been pressured far more than I've ever seen him get pressured this entire night.
I mean, this rest is coming into such a good play from this Wii Fit Trainer. I mean, going in, having that aggression, and then when not having it, stepping back, really letting the volleyball do the work, punishing off of the shields, maybe grabbing a little bit, and using that neutral B to a very good effect, and also just getting Cloud to limit, but then not letting Cloud use his limit in the way that he wants. You know? I mean, Caster's Curse right there. Cloud with a very nice hit with the limit, with the side B, and that's a really good limit breaker right there. Not a momentum breaker, as Cloud is in such a disadvantage, tries to get the mash off, cannot in that moment. Spike with the recovery won't do a lot, and that's so punishing from that Wii Fit Trainer. Now, Van very much on the back foot. 2-1 on his last stock, his last leg of life in this winner's final. Can he find a comeback, or will it be Wii Fit Trainer 3-0ing this winner's final?
Yeah, Wii Fit Trainer is going insane right now. That was a very good limit hit by Cloud, but that was one of the only ones they've hit this entire matchup against Wii Fit Trainer. They're gonna have to be a lot more smart with how they use this move if they really want to make a difference here. But it's not gonna make much of a difference as Wii Fit Trainer really goes in and just dominates. He's able to hit the second one, and Wii Fit Trainer is gonna be out on the outside. They're just gonna get pressure, but it's not gonna matter to them as they show expert calmness and just recovery, and they take Cloud out. Oh, they're gonna pump fake the ball. Cloud is gonna get onto the stage. He's gonna be very careful, thinking about their next move. He stands still, and he's gonna get launched off again. The rest is not a very good situation for him, as he's on 158% last stock, and Wii Fit Trainer is only on 88, 116% now on their second stock. I think this might be a very tough position for Van, if not the end.
Van has to be so careful in these next engagements. He's one hit away from death, especially with the rest being active. The volleyball coming through, neutral B being charged, and just this Wii Fit Trainer keeping their distance right now, trying to whittle down that shield, trying to find a really good punish. The poke onto the shield won't connect. Volleyball will. 175 now for Cloud. Is it all over for Van? The volleyball hit into the limit. Will he have to waste it to get back to the stage? No. Down onto the stage, still having limit at 205. A good hit from the limit breaker, and that's going to be the neutral limit breaker. A punishing back here right there from the Wii Fit, getting that rest in again, 38% to 212. So punishing right now. Van getting this Wii Fit off stage. It's working out so well. The neutral B not coming into fruition for the Wii Fit Trainer. Van able to charge his limit, able to put some more off-stage pressure on. 212. I mean, I can't believe this right now. No player able to get a lot done right now. The rest coming into fruition. No, not yet, but that's so punishing. That's so punishing. A 3-0 in the winner's final. And we'll see Van drop to the lower bracket final.
Very unfortunate, but this man, whoever he is, he plays and he means business. He goes in there and gets the job done. What an impressive performance by him throughout that entirety of the thing, man. Like, he went in there and just defied all expectations. I'm going to be totally honest. This guy, I don't know where he came from, but he knows his stuff. Honestly.
He knows ball.
He knows ball. He's not even on the esports team.
I don't believe so.
No, he just went up there and just
we
beat
have
everyone.
heard that there are players here from New Mexico Tech, so
True.
welcome them. And like for instance, I know is from New Mexico Tech, and I know a lot of those players play so very aggressive, but very
aggressive.
punishing, and it's great. You know, it's very great to watch. But you know, we got the Bows territory here.
The Bows territory.
But you know, we're not holding on to that very well right now.
Oh no, that was
such a
quite the
punishing
spectacle.
matchup. It was hard. It was hard.
That was very hard. Very hard. Yes, they went out there and they just gave it their best and they just kicked butt, man. Kicked butt, dude.
Yeah. I mean, Villager, we fit two characters so hard to punish in the meta right now. You know, a lot of those, like, I think more B-A tier characters, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Very true, yeah. When it comes to these characters, they are known to be more higher skilled, higher tiered because of just how they are played. And you can see why when they go out there, you know. It's very easy to get kills with them because they're very good abilities. At the same time, you have to know how to play them to really do any good damage, you know, really do anything good, you know. Because if you don't play them right, you're not going to get any good damage out. You're just going to be hitting them, wondering, why can't I get this guy down? Then you're going to get beaten. This guy is not the case, though. He was able to utilize Villager and Wii Fit Trainer so perfectly, so successfully, that he's just able to win that, and now he is the grand winner. And soon enough, we're going to see who wins the losers bracket, and he's going to have to face them in battle soon, too.
I know. I mean, this play has been so punishing from all sides. We saw an absolute destruction with Villager on the page on the Mac, switching from that Villager to the Wii Fit to destroy the Zero Suit Samus, and then a 3-0 in the winners final against Van. And you know, I have so much experience playing against Van, and to see him just get 3-0'd is beyond belief for me. You know?
It's insane.
You know?
It is insane.
Yeah. And that Cloud is so punishing. You have those backers, you have the limit breaks, and whenever you find an opportunity to punish that, it's very, very nice.
Looks like we're starting our losers brackets now.
Looking like we're getting our next matchup onto the stream. It's going to be Iz versus someone I haven't seen play on stream before.
I believe their name is Chaos.
Chaos. Iz versus Chaos. Okay. Well, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. The Diddy Kong versus I'm not entirely sure, but it's going to be, if you have a sword character, if you have, you know, maybe a heavier character at that.
Right.
I mean, when you look at heavies, they get so easily punished by someone like Diddy Kong. They're so big, they got the big hitboxes. You know, you think of like DK, K. Rool, Bowser. They're going to be punished so effectively. But now we're seeing the Iz. We're seeing Iz bring out the Falcon. Not Diddy Kong this time. He's going to go with what he knows on the Falcon and see if it works out.
Yes, this is Captain Falcon. It can be quite good. I believe this is the Captain Falcon that fought against Van, correct?
Yes.
Yes. They were able to put some pressure on, but Van was able to come up in the end and put an end to their antics. And now we're going to have to see him again. Maybe this time he'll do a bit better, you know. And we'll just have to see how it goes for them. You know, this is losers bracket, a chance for them to redeem themselves. It's going to be a very tough matchup for them, you know, because they have such great people up there. I know that Zero Suit Samus and Van, they're going to have to go up against each other if it happens, and they're just going to be itching for a spot to try and go up against the guy that just beat them, you know. And I know if I was any one of them, I'd be itching for a rematch, you know. That guy, even as challenging as he is, he also looks quite fun to play. And I would be eager to try another matchup with them again.
For sure. Going into this matchup, I'm going to expect a PS2. That's exactly what we're going to go to. That's exactly what I expected. I mean, looking at, it's going to be the Captain Falcon versus the Bowser. A Bowser coming out. I think this is going to be a very exciting matchup. Bowser has a lot of hard-hitting attacks. And that, that side B, that command grab, very punishing. But against a Falcon, someone that can move so effectively, I think it's going to be very hard to punish this Falcon.
It's going to be quite hard. You know, Captain Falcon's super fast, and they can dish out that good damage. Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem for Bowser, though, as he takes the lead. Uses the fire to keep him at bay a bit. Captain Falcon's going to waste no time trying to get that damage thrown back at him. He's going to go in, try and do some stuff. Not going to be able to get too much in. He's going to whiff of that combo. Oh, he's going to go back in, though, and just go and do some more damage. Bowser's going to go back, and it's just a constant back and forth Newton's Cradle style action over here, as one person dishes out damage, the other person dishes it back, you know.
I mean, you see that a lot with these heavy matchups. I mean, with heavies, you got to take damage to deal damage. You got to be on the counter a lot more whenever you take the damage. So they're going to go, your opponent is going to go in for the punish, but then not actually punish very effectively because of that. But as I say that, Captain Falcon taking first stock, not what I expected, but then the command grab coming in right afterward, dealing with that very effectively.
Oh yeah, Bowser's going to go ahead and hit up that law of equivalent exchange and bring both of them down to 2 stocks, but Captain Falcon is just immediately going to try and disturb that balance. It's going to bring him down to 69%, already doing so much damage in such a short amount of time, which is exactly what I'd expect of Captain Falcon. That's what he's known for, man. All of his combos, not only are they quick and fast, but he dishes out a lot of damage for being such a fast character. It's what makes him so threatening and so fun to play at the same time. Bowser over here at 121%, while Captain Falcon's only at a meager 39%. Bowser's going to try and get on stage. He succeeds. Captain Falcon's just going to keep on pushing that pressure onto him. Bowser's trying to find a way out, but it's not going to do him much good as he's thrown back out again. Barely succeeds in getting back onto the stage again. I think that would have been a very good punish there, but Captain Falcon cannot get there just in time. Bowser's at the edge of his rope here for his second stock. Soon enough, he's going to be dropped down to his first, but we'll have to see if he can maybe bring Captain Falcon down with him.
Very punishing right now from both sides, 188 to 82. I mean, Bowser, he can take hits, but he can't take that knee.
That
a
infamous
bread
knee.
and butter for the Falcon, and we'll see it right there. Very well placed, very well played. Chaos on a little bit of the back foot, 34%, and getting up there now. Almost hits another knee. Good grab punish. Up air, can't hit the leg.
Oh,
but
what a devastating dunk.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
wow. Very good dunk. Very
Yeet
nice
smash
fight.
worthy, bro.
Yeah.
That was incredible right there. This guy just going out there and getting stuff done. He avenged the other Captain Falcon that got dunked by Samus by hitting off a beautiful dunk of his own. Yes. And that is going to win him the match, with Chaos going down 1 loss and is going down 1 win, going up 1 win.
You know, I'm not sure. Do you think this is a best of 5 losers elimination match or a best of 3 losers elimination match? Because we saw that the winner's grand final was a best of 5, but do you think it is going to be do you think it's a best of 5 or a best of 3?
I think it's going to be a best of 3 until they get to the finals again. Then it's going to be best of 5 once more. Then it depends on whoever wins or loses that. After that, they're going to have 1 more win after that, and then that will be the end of it. But yes, they're going to start up again. Is just going to keep going out there and just keep dominating again like last time. The Bowser's going to be a bit more dodgy. Just going to try and be a bit more careful when it comes to getting hit.
But a lot of these Bowser moves are very, very slow. When you think of Bowser, you're going to think of a lot of slow moves and a lot of punishing combos that the Falcon can get. Just like we saw, easily taken off stage, easily spiked down under by that down air. A lot of these combos very punishing as well. But whenever Bowser deals damage, he deals a lot of damage. And that's something to be careful of if you're Vince.
Very true, very true, very true. Captain Falcon was able to narrowly avoid that down special that would have broken his shield. And now he's back out here to bring the pain again, with him already having a big advantage with Bowser being at 73% in his second stock. Captain Falcon's at 116% on his first stock still. But you can see that's not much of a problem for him. Even if he dies now, he has such a big advantage with the knee. Oh my goodness.
That bread and butter.
That bread and butter, man. Oh my goodness, man. It's like the 1-2 punch of Smash Bros, dude. It's beautiful, bro. Can't go wrong with the knee. And now Bowser's at 41%. He's finally able to get a stock off Captain Falcon. But I don't think the Captain Falcon's too worried here. They just need to keep doing what they've been doing, and this match is theirs.
Yeah, Chaos looking for an answer right now. He's really on the back foot. 39%, can't hit that forward air, can't hit the up tilt, and The Falcon dodging all of these moves perfectly. The sweet spot not being hit on the knee, but the recovery will. 109 now trying to look for that punish off stage, trying to get that spike. Looking like a lot of shield play from both sides, but it'll almost be devastating right there as is looking for the spike so badly. I mean, he really wants it, wants the knee, but he can't find it off stage. And I think it's just having that stock advantage and finally finding that knee, just playing so aggressively, and it worked out so well. 2-0 right now, and I mean, very, very well played.
Very well played. We'll have to see right now if that's going to be the final thing for him. And I believe that is going to end it. Yes, it is best of 3 for now, and then I believe it'll go back up to best of 5 as Chaos makes his exit. Both of them do, but Iz successfully wins that one. That was a very beautiful display. 2 beautiful knees like that and an incredible spike. This Captain Falcon's going up here and he's showing no mercy, man. This guy means to win, and you never know. Maybe it just depends on the different matchup they're in. He might go up against someone totally different and go up way farther up in the bracket than he did last time. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, seeing a Bowser player as well, that's always going to be so exciting because you don't really see a lot of those heavy characters played anymore because it's so easy to punish them. They're so heavy, their hitbox is so much bigger, and I mean, sure, their moves deal damage, but you got to have someone experienced to play that. You know, someone that's really experienced at playing a heavy?
No, I don't. Just kidding.
Oh, someone by the name that we used to play with, a little JMS.
Little JMS, that's true. That's true, man.
Hey, shout out my boy JMS. I love that guy.
JMS is now currently, I don't want to say op, but he is not at our college, and this guy was a beast at Donkey Kong. Not just Donkey Kong, this guy actually prefers doing random characters, and he will just whoop your butt at anyone. When it comes to Donkey Kong, that's like special. That's where you'd see him go crazy, man. This guy could pull off the craziest combos, and especially as Donkey Kong, man, if you saw him out there, you knew you were in for a rough time at best.
Very true. And now we have confirmation. Our losers final best of 5. Mini Van the Flex God versus It's the Iz versus Van. Diddy Kong versus Cloud. We saw a punishing Diddy Kong last time, but the Cloud able to take it in the end. Will we see the same result this time? Maybe so. And now we get into this losers bracket, losers final best of 5.
Yes, here they go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go smashing as Diddy Kong and Cloud go off here and already try and do their best to fight. I'm itching to see Van go up and try and reclaim his title as champ, but at the same time, Iz's performance last game was beautiful, and I'm kind of hoping I see what he could pull off possibly against the champ currently, the villager / Wii Fit trainer character, you know. And right now, Cloud is at a disadvantage again. Cloud might be a bit shaken, honestly, right now after that loss against the champ, and it might be affecting their gameplay right now. They might want to lock in a bit. They're going to have to lock in a lot if they want to win this match. As Diddy Kong over here has 33% and Cloud only at 95% already.
I mean, you also got to think, Iz is coming off of a 2-0 sweep in that loser's bracket semifinal.
High morale.
He is just going to put on the pressure right away. Nice banana into side smash combo, and that'll take Van's first stock. Looking a bit shaky. Like you said, no one, man. A bit shaken, a bit stirred before, after that 3-0 sweep in the winner's final.
Yeah, and you can't blame him. That could have happened to anyone, but when it happens to you, you know, it's going to be hit to your morale. You know, you're going against low morale, going against the high morale. That could be very tough to deal with, you know. It is gonna result gameplay, man. It's not only just a strategy game, it's a game of mentality too, you know. If you're going up against, you just lost the game, you have to shake that off quick, you know. You can't be thinking, man, what am I gonna do now? You gotta go in there and be like, it happened, now let's get the next one, you know. And Diddy Kong, after that win he just did, the 2-0 sweep, he's going in there and he's ready to just dominate. Meanwhile, Van over here is trying his best to defend, but he's just not going to be able to. Oh, he has the charge up, and he's just barely going to be able to. Oh, but he's going to get knocked off the stage again. Diddy Kong's going to end that, and Diddy Kong's going to have the advantage with 16% at 2 stocks. What a big advantage.
Yeah, 2-1 right now. A 2-1 stock lead right now for Iz, but we've seen Van be very, very punishing with these forward airs, with these forward tilts, with everything that Cloud's kit has to offer him, but Iz is just playing out of his mind right now, getting all of these little combos. 2 up airs right there, into the back air once again, trying to pull off that same combo,
Ooh,
but
what a
such a
beautiful
limit-breaking
hit.
combo. Oh my goodness.
That was incredible.
Wow.
My gosh, man.
That could be a momentum shifter.
That could be a momentum shifter. If they lock in, you know, Diddy Kong's going to perfect shield. He's already still locked right back in, man. Diddy Kong over here does not intend on losing tonight. He's just going to keep on doing what they do best. He's going to get hit by the jetpack over some cheesy thing right there. I don't know what that was, man. But Diddy Kong over here still has the advantage. Cloud over here suffering a bit at 121%. He's going to have to use up his limit break. I believe he could have saved it if he had dodged into the thing. But, you know, sometimes things just moving too fast. You can't think properly. That's totally understandable. And now he's at 132%. Diddy Kong's only at 53. Quite the advantage still. Diddy Kong, he's going in here. He just plans on getting this thing done. And he's going to end it on their first match.
Banana down tilt in the up smash. What a good combo. What a punishing combo from the Diddy Kong. I don't even think you can get out of that if I'm not mistaken. And Van could not in that sense. On the back foot once again. Down 1-0 in this losers final. But we've seen Van come back. We've seen his play style. He's very, very good at punishing. He's very good at reading his opponents. But if there's a switch, maybe we won't see a switch. Maybe we'll just see the Diddy Kong play this entire best of 5. And if that's what works best, that's what's going to defeat Van.
Very true, very true. You know, sometimes they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, that seems to be the case with Diddy Kong. After that first win, he's just going to stick with them. Van doesn't seem to have a backup. You know, this might be the best character they've got, so they're just going to stick with that, you know. And they could pull off a win, you know. Diddy Kong's already at 59%. It's very much possible. They're just going to keep on going through the motions. You know, Cloud's got a good lead, but Diddy Kong already is going to go there with a very nice combo. Almost ends in a dunk. Almost very scary for Van. Van now has a limit break. We'll have to see how they use it. Hopefully it doesn't go to waste. He's going to go back up, and he's not going to use it quite yet. It's going to be a waste, unfortunate.
A little bit of a miss there with the limit break. Very punishing from Is now on off-stage pressure coming into play with the banana and missing that up air. That's going to be so devastating now. Like, the mental has got to be good, or you got to have a good mental to say, oh man, let's just keep going, let's just keep rolling. But also you got to say, dang, GG go next, you know?
GG go next, exactly. Diddy Kong over here with 117% on the third stock. Cloud has 36% with the limit. He's going to miss again, unfortunately. Cloud's been missing a lot of those lately. You know, he was hitting a good amount of them in the earlier matches, and now it seems that accuracy has declined quite a bit here. Even the banana hits, you know. Cloud seems to be going through a bit of a mental challenge here. You know, he's going to try and make it back. Oh, what a brutal offstage attack,
wow.
And that's going to end it there. Van now with only one stock left, you know, and they, yeah.
I mean, it's so punishing right now from Is. He's getting the combos. He's getting every single hit that he needs to get. And finally, Van with the response, getting at 131 onto the back air. We've seen that back air be so effective, and we've seen a lot of this early damage be very effective for Van. But we really need to see him step up in this mid to late game matchup when he's at that higher percentage. He gets a little bit frazzled, I think. And are we going to see a recovery from Is? No, we're not. Getting stuck on the bottom of the stage, and that'll tie up the match. Now we actually have a game on our hands. One stock to one stock, and with a little bit of a lead right now for Is on the damage front.
Yeah, and Cloud's going to just keep moving in with that his good old friend, the front air, you know, try and get some damage in. Forward air has been very useful to Van throughout this entirety of this night, you know, they're just going to keep using it. They have the limit break now. Hopefully they're able to get a hit off that. He's going to charge the jetpack up, and he's able to get to the stage. Diddy Kong, is unfortunately, he's going to survive. Yes, he's going to survive, which means this match is very much still winnable for Diddy Kong, you know. If he can make it back to the stage, he's going to get hit by that. He's going to recover with his jetpack. Van seems to have locked in suddenly, and he was graced with a second chance, and now they're going to try and use that to the best of their ability. Diddy Kong's going to have to be very careful if he wants to win this next match.
Everything is so punishing right now with the limit breaker. That neutral B finally coming through. Almost didn't kill, but finally will. 1-1 in this losers final, and we finally do have a game on our hands.
Oh, yeah. A sudden switch up as Cloud is finally able to get some points in. You know, hopefully that'll help raise the morale a bit as they come in and they start showing who's boss again, or maybe it will. Excuse me, sorry about that. or maybe Iz will continue to dominate, and he will just keep on playing. He will keep on playing Diddy Kong, though. He will not switch to Captain Falcon. Undeterred after that loss, and he will just go in there, do what he does best. We are now on our third match, I believe. Yep.
Yes, very true. Beginning game number 3 of this losers final. Very even to start off with. Punishes coming out from Van through the shield. Tries to go for a down. Tries to go for the down tilt play. Finds the hit on the banana but cannot punish through that. Now banana in control of Van. Tries to make something work. Neutral beat into banana into up air. Will not find what he desires there. But it's very even. Unlike what we saw at the beginning of both other matches, and the limit break almost connects. If we can see a lot more of those connect, I think Van takes this a lot more easily.
Yes, Diddy Kong's short stature really helped him out there, as he was nearly able to dodge what would have been a very bad hit for him. And now he's going to try his best to get himself back on advantage again with the banana tripping him up. Cloud at 121% and Diddy Kong at 82%. Relatively bad for both characters, but I believe Diddy Kong might be at a bit more of an advantage here. Yep, absolutely, as he takes Cloud down, and Cloud's on their second stock now. Diddy Kong at 96%, and he's just going to use that to the best of his ability. Every person we've used so far has, for the most part, really taken whatever time they have left with their really damaged up stock, and they really put in as much damage as they can. And sometimes it pays off in the end, sometimes it doesn't. The person comes back. But Diddy Kong does not seem to be having that trouble, as they are really putting the numbers. 97% on Cloud, still having their third stock. What an impressive spectacle from Diddy Kong, as they finally lose their first stock. They're both at second. Diddy Kong has quite a good advantage.
I mean, we did see in the last matchup that advantage be very shortly squandered as a misplay with the rocket getting stuck off stage. But this match, this time,
Not the case.
That will not be the case. Is early punish, getting Van down to his last stock, going for a combo, air
combo.
into back air, into the side B, into banana once again, trying to find a little bit of something. Hits the front air, banana peel into another front air, into a back air, and just keeps punishing Van. 95% already, trying to find a little bit of the cheese with the jetpack. Can't find it right there. Can't find it once again, but just looking so in control of this matchup.
Cloud over here trying to get some hits in with his limit break, but he's just not that lucky as of right now. Diddy Kong has quite the impressive lead right now with Cloud at 120%, 132%, just keeps on climbing, 138%. Diddy Kong at 93 currently. Diddy Kong is at such an advantage, and he's going to take that match. Diddy Kong has been dominating. This guy has come out of nowhere to take on Van, and I could very much see this man going on to the finals to fight our mystery player.
Yes, very much so. I mean, also getting that practice in the background, looking what Van had to offer against the Wii Fit, against the Wii Fit Villager player, and now going straight back into it. Van on the back foot in our losers final. Could he get this third place? We will just have to see. Or will he get almost the reverse sweep, but not entirely, to go to this final? It all depends on this match right here. And is starting off with a little bit of good damage, good combos, but Van finally poking and finding a punish to Iz's, I guess, mainstay combo, as you could put it.
Mainstay combo. Cloud over here trying to find a few holes in the defense to try and get some damage in. Not going to do too much, though, as they are able to get that good limit burst in, which is able to bring Diddy Kong up to and above their level. Now Diddy Kong is at 84%, close to losing a stock, 99%. Any hit could really take him out, but maybe not any, but Diddy Kong is, he's going to actually match it up, but it's unfortunately not enough, as Cloud is able to hit that running hit to him and give him the advantage. We'll have to see if Cloud can get some damage on Diddy Kong and maybe put himself at an advantage for this match. Otherwise, it's going to be hello, third place, and goodbye, victory.
I mean, it has to be so punishing for Van in these last two matches, especially this one, because this is the one that really matters, right? Exactly. This is the one that either chalks the mental of Iz or gets him going into that grand final. And right now, he's getting punished by a lot of these smaller hits that Van is providing. Finally finding a response right there, stuck on the ledge, finally gets off, shielding the banana, shielding the hit that comes after, charging that limit, and finding a lot of damage onto Iz right now. He's playing a lot better with this last stock. Now that he's off ledge, it's going to be a little harder, but Iz cannot punish right there. The back air finally comes in, gets that punish, and now we're back even 40, now 62 to 7.
62 to 7, but I don't think that's going to be much of a problem for Diddy Kong. See, Diddy Kong here, he's at 73% now, but he's shown how he's able to just stay calm and really show what he's good at in these situations here. It doesn't seem to deter Cloud that much, though, as Cloud has barely taken any damage so far, and Diddy Kong's already at 101%. Especially for him being such a light character, that is not a good situation you want to be in, so you better hurry and get some good damage in before it's too late. Cloud now has the limit break, and he's going to unfortunately whiff it bad. And now Diddy Kong is going to use the best of his ability to try and get that back, try and get some more damage in. Oh, he's going to slip on his own banana accidentally. Cloud is going to use that to his advantage, and he's just going to keep on trying to pressure Diddy Kong as best as he can. Diddy Kong over here showing just as much pressure. He's not afraid. And Cloud unfortunately loses his second stock, putting him on his last legs. And Diddy Kong's at an advantage here. Cloud's going to have to be very careful. This is his last chance.
Van on such a back foot right now, gets the punish, making it 1-1, but 43% to 0. It's not looking likely. Good combo coming out from Iz, taking Van a lot higher. The banana peel coming out, punish, limit breaker now. Can he find a response? Nice, the limit breaker does connect, but slipping on a banana peel, so you can't get much done after that. Back air coming into punish. A back air once again, punishing for Iz. Cannot find anything right there. Banana peel coming out. Almost finds something in the air, but cannot. Playing around this banana peel, the slip from both players and a little bit of a tap. The up smash won't kill. 110 now for Van. He's so close. Iz is so close to being in this grand final. He can taste it. 134. He's off ledge, and Van, he'll just go down. Cannot recover. It's Iz going to our grand final against our mystery player.
Such a sudden switch up on that. Is coming up out of nowhere and just demanding to a spot at the table so badly, and he gets it. And now we're gonna have to see how he does against our mystery player. This mystery player is quite good with their villager and their Wii Fit trainer. They've done so much crazy work there. I'm looking forward to seeing how this matchup goes. This Diddy Kong just defeated Van, what, 2-3-1?
3-1.
That is
yes,
very good.
Very, very much
Very
so.
good.
And when you think of the matchup between our mystery player and Iz, it's very, very scary, you know?
Very.
Iz is coming into this with so much momentum. 2-0, 3-1 against 2-0 against Chaos, 3-0 against Van, and now coming into this, he has that potential to just sweep. You know?
Very true, very true, very true. But this guy also, this mystery player also sweeped. It could be very much closer than any of us predicted, or it could be just another sweep, honestly. It's very hard to predict what will happen next, you know. These players, you know, they're very unpredictable. You never know what they're going to do until it's too late, you know. And I'm excited to see how this plays out for the two of them, you know. Everyone here showed great potential. Now it's down to these two who have just been dominating the sweeps, you know. I guess Iz just had like a bit of a bad matchup at first, you know, and he came back and he showed that he still can do what he's here to do, you know. Now we get to see what he's capable of in this final match. As the players are now gearing up to do this final thing, I believe this will also be best of 5. Yes, they're getting ready. It's going to be one hell of a battle.
Very, very much so. No one, man. I mean, it's been great casting with you this whole time. And going into this grand final, what are you predicting? Are we predicting Iz or our mystery player? Are we predicting a score? Is it going to be 3-1, 3-0, 3-2? What do you think?
It's going to be close, man. Or maybe not close at all. Those are my two predictions, man. I'm not sure how it'll go. I can't properly scale based off. Maybe I should scale off on how they did. Because it seems with Van able to get at least a one hit on Iz, I personally think that kind of downplays what Iz is capable of. I'm not saying it is a downplay, but it's just part of heuristic, availability heuristic, things like that, you know. It's hard to determine who's truly going to win this. I think how it'll end is the mystery player gets it 3-1. I think that Iz will get a win off, but this mystery player has shown so much potential. But that's not deterring the Diddy Kong now as they start off and they get hits on this Wii Fit trainer, and they definitely were not expecting that. And now Diddy Kong has a lead of 41-0.
Yeah, very much so, but we've seen this Wii Fit trainer. They can get damage so quickly, already tying it up, getting a little bit of the lead. 41 into the ground, but not going to be able to punish right there. 64, 59. Damage going all around for both sides. One trying to find something, gets a hit with the volleyball. Neutral B into the neutral special. A little bit of a trip on the volleyball, but not deterring them. Rest out now, so they're going to try and play a lot more aggressive on this ledge. Gets the punish, and that'll be 3-2 now for the Wii Fit trainer. Very, very well played on that first stock, and if they can keep this momentum up, I think it'll be a very, very quick grand final.
It could be very, very quick, as we see Diddy Kong showing that quick adaptiveness he showed, his urge, his willingness to tie up the stocks as quick as he can. And Wii Fit Trainer is getting some damage dished out, but it's not deterring them a lot as they continue to stay alive at 100%. You know, Diddy Kong is not that kind of character who can kill at a percentage like that. They're going to have to get a bit more damage in there if they really want to take that stock out. Wii Fit Trainer, in the meantime, is really using all that time they have to their advantage. Already bringing Diddy Kong to 103%, man. What a sudden switch up, dude. This mystery player is finally going to lose their first stock, but they have quite the advantage on Diddy Kong.
I mean, it's looking so well by both sides at this moment in time, but with this with this 117% lead on the second stock, a very punishing move right there, taking Iz back off the stage, 35-130, and a spike.
Damn.
The cheese right there from Iz. It'll be just perfect enough to give them the advantage in this grand final. And I mean, wow. Now, our Wii Fit trainer on the back foot, trying to punish something, trying to find a little bit of something, needing to take this stock now if they want any chance in this game number one. But Iz is at such a percentage where a lot of these hits from Wii Fit are going to kill. A lot of these smaller hits, back air. And now with rest, it's going to be even harder. But the banana combos from Iz are coming out to play at this moment.
Yes, Diddy Kong over here showing that banana to his fullest potential here. He's been using these items a lot better than I've seen a lot of people use them. He was going to almost knock out Wii Fit Trainer. It's going to be a close match here. We're going to see how it goes. He's going to back air and back into the space. He said, get out of my airspace. Oh,
my goodness!
And the jetpack is going to knock him out. And Iz, with 2 stocks left, is going to take that win. I can't say I expected that, but Iz over here is itching for a fight. He is ready to throw down, man. He came in here with a mission.
I mean, what a turnaround from Iz right there. We had the cheese on the second stock when you're at 130, when you're about to die, any hit into the jetpack kill in the final stock. Going into this game number 2, Iz just going to carry that momentum for the last 2 games, like I said previously, and now from that game number 1, putting this Wii Fit so close, being on the back foot, it's going to be so scary to try and approach this Diddy Kong now.
Yes, man, this Diddy Kong has been going crazy. Unfortunately, they are at a disadvantage now for them, but the Wii Fit trainer, you know, they've made a few mistakes that Diddy Kong can capitalize off of that, as he's already moving to even up the score and then some, really. You know, Wii Fit trainer already getting to suffer a bit of damage, a bit more than they'd like. They're able to hit that dunk off the side B. Oh, the jetpack is not able to save him there, but he is able to get back on, thankfully for him. And this is a very close match, a lot closer than the Van one, I'd say.
Yes, very much so. We're seeing a very good play from both of these players, especially Iz being very punishing on that banana. But when a Wii Fit has that rest acquired, the damage output is so much greater than what it was before. And we'll see right there the punish into that. I mean, it's so devastating to see that, and Iz just wants to find a response right away.
Diddy Kong over here will keep trying to pressure Wii Fit Trainer as best they can. Diddy Kong is not taking any damage yet. He's going to get the jetpack kill again, man. I can smell everything. The Parmesan, the Gouda, the mozzarella with how much cheese this Diddy Kong is dishing out right now. This Diddy Kong came in here with a mission. He's going to dish out the damage right now, man. Yes.
Oh my goodness, almost another punish right there. It would have been so crazy if it killed, but unfortunately it does not. Diddy Kong with a nice back air, trying to find something, trying to find this punish early so that he can get straight back into the lead. Banana does hit, but knocked down to the ground, trying to find a little bit of something more. The volleyball just not connecting. I mean, Wii Sports is not something that we take lightly as gamers, and the volleyball is just not hitting.
This Wii Fit trainer is going out here ready to try and make a statement with 77%, and Diddy Kong has 110%, but Diddy Kong says nuh-uh, and he just goes in there and he does the best he can once more. This is a very close matchup, the closest one we've seen all night, I dare say. These two just going at it, just dishing out damage, not caring. Oh, and this jetpack is just a key element to Diddy Kong in his attacks, man. He's going to get that hit off, and Wii Fit Trainer's going to have one stock left, 0%. Diddy Kong at 138, this could be anyone's match, but Diddy Kong over here already trying to capitalize off of that and get as much damage as he can right now. Wii Fit Trainer is in a bit of a corner, but this is a corner they can sweep out of if they're careful.
I mean, it is such a joyride with this jetpack from the Diddy Kong. It is being utilized so well, but finally Punish trying to get a little bit of that cheese once again, could not do it, and now one stock to one stock, and like the combos from both parties right now are going absolutely insane. 77 to 26, 75 to 26. The Wii Fit Trainer trying to get back into this matchup after a devastating Game 1 loss. But punished from back air coming out. Banana being utilized on that offstage presence, but allowing that Wii Fit to recover is very, very dangerous, especially when Wii Fit has acquired that rest. 37 to 108, and it's so close that I don't know who's going to take this game number 2.
I can't tell you who's going to win. This is like insane how close they are. Wii Fit Training is going to knock Diddy Kong off the map. Diddy Kong's going to throw a banana for safety, but it's going to get compromised. And now we have a very close match here with them just both going up crazy. Neither is afraid to get their hands dirty and trying to move in. And Diddy Kong is going to take the second win of the night. This is already going way against my predictability here with the Diddy Kong going insane sicko mode. He's just going out there and he's going to dish out damage. Dinner is served.
Momentum, momentum, momentum. We speak about it so much all the time in esports, and right now what you're seeing is clawing his way back from that loser's bracket. He went through that semifinal. He went through that grand final, a quick 3-1 against Van, and now it's so close. He can taste the victory right now after a great Game 1 performance, after an immaculate Game 2 performance, and now Game 3. It's looking all but likely. He can just feel it in his fingers. He's getting that anticipation of claiming Lobo Mash.
Yes, this Diddy Kong out here came out here with the mission to win. And while they may not have succeeded the first time, this loser's bracket was the second chance he needed to just get in there and show him who's boss. This Diddy Kong is going in there and just dishing out as much damage as they can. They do not care. They plan to win. And you can see that happening right now. It seems that the Wii Fit Trainer is coming in with just as much gusto, just as much energy, as the Wii Fit Trainer currently has the advantage. That's going to change very soon. It's already changing over here, as Wii Fit Trainer is taking the advantage still, but Diddy Kong can easily get that back with his gameplay. Diddy Kong is going to get back air to all hell, and now he's going to get pressured badly here. Let's see here. Wii Fit Trainer really holding on there, as now Diddy Kong is in the disadvantage here, and he's going to get spiked up into the air, and now he's at the disadvantage. But with 104%, Wii Fit Trainer is going to get damaged badly. It's not enough to get him out just yet, but they are moving up there. They are moving up, and it's going to be close here. Wii Fit Trainer is putting that little advantage they have to the best they can. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. So 143% just keeps climbing up, and this Wii Fit Trainer will not quit. They will not back down.
Yeah, but we've seen this off-stage and close-to-ledge pressure be so good for Diddy Kong, but this rest has been so punishing while trying to get this extra damage before he dies, and then the volleyball and the neutral B just to combat that now is on the back foot. 142 with one, and only has one stock left compared to the Wii Fit's 3, so it's a lot more about can Wii Fit keep this momentum, how much damage can Wii Fit get while trying to take this last stock, and before or even if this stock is taken. And I mean, we're looking at the momentum, but we're also looking at how the Wii Fit can change up their playstyle.
Finally, Diddy Kong is able to get that second stock for that first stock for Wii Fit Trainer, but they're still at a mighty advantage. Diddy Kong is falling behind a bit. I don't know what happened here. Wii Fit Trainer has suddenly locked in, and they really want to win this. They've had a sweep the leg moment, and now suddenly they're over here dominating, ready to take on Diddy Kong, ready to win this. They're biding their time carefully. Oh, and a backhand to Diddy Kong's eyes are going to take him out of the stage. And Wii Fit Trainer is going to get their first win of the match.
That's going to break a lot of that momentum that we talked about. I mean, is coming into this, coming in very confident, but also it's a reality check saying, hey, I can't just steamroll this, and I got to play this a little bit more, and I got to play this differently than what I did before. You know, I got to think like, this isn't an easy matchup by any means, but now I have no idea on what to do, you know?
This is such an unpredictable matchup. As of right now, it seems that Diddy Kong might end up being the 3-1 leader here instead of the mystery player being the 3-1 leader. It's like I didn't see this one coming, man. I knew Iz came in here and he was dominating, but still to have done this well against the mystery player after the crazy performance they put up, it's honestly, it could be anyone's game, man. That banana seems to be a core player here between the two of them. As long as Diddy Kong keeps bringing them out, someone's going to be fighting for it. And now Wii Fit Trainer over here showing them suddenly waking up, ready to dominate again, giving Diddy Kong 103%. Diddy Kong's going to perfect shield that. They're going to get Wii Fit Trainer to 40%. They're going to throw the banana the wrong way. And now Wii Fit Trainer is going to be like, I don't like the sound of that. They're going to keep on attacking, going to drop their health down to 38, 49 back up by Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong over here is just ready. He will not back down, but unfortunately the back air has been taking him out a few times this so far, and it's not been looking good for him, man. This back air has been his bane so far. We'll have to see how it goes for him.
Yeah, very much so, but Iz and One both being able to hit this back air has been so punishing for both sides. I mean, we just saw 3 back airs in a row from Iz that took Wii Fit from low 40s to 99. And now the banana trip almost takes out number 1. 126 to 26. 100 damage lead right now, but very close to being filled. And right now, 138. I mean, a lot of this damage needs to be killed in. Or a lot of these hits needs to be kill hits from Iz. Because we're seeing a lot of these banana combos be the thing that takes Iz to the level where he can get the punish and get the stock exchange. But now, Wii Fit is just being able to punish so hard because Iz is not getting that confirmed kill.
Diddy Kong over here fishing for an attack that'll finally take Wii Fit Trainer down to her second stock, but it's a bit too late as Diddy Kong now is 98%. And with the sudden performance that Wii Fit Trainer has been suddenly bringing out, I don't think that Diddy Kong will really be able to capitalize on whatever little hope he has left. Right now, oh, he's going to hit the jetpack, but as Wii Fit Trainer over here is, they're not letting up, and they're going to kill Diddy Kong. There he's going to be down to their last stock with 69% on their second stock. Is winnable per se, but it's going to be super hard, man. It's going to be an extreme diff type matchup. You're going to need to put everything you've got on the line if you want any chance of winning this right now, man. Like, this Wii Fit Trainer, they came up, they woke up, and they're ready. They're like, okay, I see you. Now I'm going to take you seriously. So you're going to have to put in the work if you want to win this. And the Diddy Kong is ready to accept that challenge. But it's going to be a steep learning curve. You're going to have to put everything you've got on the line.
Yeah, a lot of these side Bs are coming out big for the Diddy Kong, 67% into that 79, but keeping that Wii Fit close off stage is being very punishing right now. But now is in that percentage, in that kill percentage, where it's going to be so difficult to try and get out of this, try and get out of grab, out of arrest, out of double hit volleyball. It's going to be so punishing, and Iz has to play this to perfection if he wants to try and bring it back into this match. 121 off stage now, the pressure mounting for both players. The grand final on the line right now is a 134 off stage, 121 to the Wii Fit. Both players just trading back blows, and I mean, it's any now.
It is anyone's match currently right now as Unfortunately, I can't say it's too much of anyone's, though, as Diddy Kong is at 139%. Wii Fit Trainer at 0 with full rest ready. Diddy Kong's going to pull up some crazy combo damage, 41% already, very quickly. Wii Fit Trainer is going to try and get something off there, but they're just going to keep on peppering as much damage as they can in there. Diddy Kong is going to go crazy within 10 seconds, 15 seconds, already bringing Wii Fit Trainer up to 78%, man. Diddy Kong might be at 139%, but Kinga, what he said might actually be right. This might actually be anybody's match, as now Wii Fit Trainer is at 95%. And unfortunately, a little tap to the dome is going to take Diddy Kong off the map, and that is going to bring Wii Fit Trainer up to 2 wins. This will be the final match that will determine whether or not we will have one more match, or if the mystery player will win this once and for all. It seems that there was a very big, steep learning curve for Iz there, as Wii Fit Trainer suddenly locked in. Now, Iz is going to have to really step up if they want any hope of winning this match.
It was so punishing. I mean, the comeback almost looked in the grasp of Iz right there. But going into this Game 5, I mean, it is so absolutely insane. I mean, everything is on the line right now. 12% Game 5. Even damage so far is with a nice up air to try and punish anything, using that banana to his advantage. Down, tries to throw the banana, but stuck in the ground. Wii Fit can't punish after the ground because Iz went too high. And now it's just damage after damage for both sides. A little bit of back and forth. Punish almost goes off stage. Volleyball, nice to keep the pressure off the ledge. And these banana plays have just got to be a little bit better for Iz if he wants to find some combos through them.
Yes, but this matchup in percentage is pretty close, a lot closer than it was before. Diddy Kong has 72% and Wii Fit Trainer at 90 now with the sudden hit. It's going to bring Diddy Kong up to 78%. These two are very close no matter what they do, man. These guys want the win so bad. They are fighting for it so hard, man. This is the extreme difficulty Smash Bros. Match you want to see. You don't just want to sweep. You want passion. You want something like this. Diddy Kong going in. He's going to try, and he's going to back air. Beautiful back air. And now Diddy Kong is in the lead. 92%. Wii Fit Trainer's at 0. We know Wii Fit Trainer has no problem getting back and making people even without losing any percentage points, though. And they are already going to do that. They're going to try their best here. Wii Fit Trainer trying to maximize damage while minimizing damage from them. They are going to hit him off the edge with the rest. It is very foreseeable that Diddy Kong loses their stock without getting any good damage. But no, Diddy Kong refuses, and he's going to hit some great points on Wii Fit Trainer, get her up to 30%. 42 now.
I mean, right now Iz is looking in control of this matchup. Wii Fit Trainer not able to punish at this moment in time. 140 now, and with the rest, maybe trying to find something. The spike into the stage will allow Iz to stay his ground, stay on that platform, look for some more damage before his stock gets taken. And now a spike onto the stage. Banana goes into the hands of Wii Fit Trainer, but it's all for naught. The volleyball getting a little bit of mix-up on the edge of the ledge, and now we're looking at Wii Fit trying to punish. The grab and throw will finally kill, but 97% is a lot of damage to come back from, especially when Iz finally gets some of those banana hits off.
Very true, very true. Diddy Kong has a bit of an advantage, but we know when it comes to both of these people, percentages mean nothing. They just hit and hit and hit until the other dies. They do not care about percentage points. They are there to win. They don't care about the percentage points. All they care about is just continue to dish out damage till the other one buckles and weaves out. We can see that now as Diddy Kong has 44%, Wii Trainer with 53%, but they're not going to let that deter them. Two of them are just locked in as all hell. And Diddy Kong is going to take that other stock down to 1. If Diddy Kong locks in and he keeps this up, he could win and put himself back in the winner's bracket for the final matchup of the night.
This is the final matchup.
I thought since he was in losers, now he's in here. But if one loses, then he's in the losers bracket and then they have to go again.
Oh, is there a bracket reset?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
It looks like there might be.
It looks like there should be a bracket reset if Iz successfully wins this match.
If Iz successfully wins this. I'm not too sure with how it works. I haven't I've only gone through a few tournaments. I'm going through the information. I've gone through them. But usually when it comes to these matches, I know that if the loser wins, then the winner goes to the losers technically, and he gets one more chance, which would be kind of fair. But yeah. Anyways, we see here that Wii Fit Trainer has been pushed back to 108% suddenly, as Diddy Kong is back and he is ready to end this once and for all, at least until the next thing, if that happens. This thing is 2-2 right now, the last match of this current thing right now. Diddy Kong is going to get smacked up into oblivion, and now he's on his final stage. But you know what? He's in a very good spot right now. But Wii Fit Trainer is not going to let that stir them away. They're just going to keep on going, just keep on trucking, man.
Very, very dangerous now for both sides. Wii Fit, we know they can come back from it, but now it's not looking good for the Diddy Kong. There might be a bracket reset, as we have just heard from our production, so thank you, production, for giving us that information. 129 to 73, and now it's looking so likely that Iz can take this game. Gets the punish with the side air. It's looking dire in the final moments.
Give us something crazy.
Iz has the banana. Can he do something?
Oh, he's going to knock him off?
Down tilt onto the ledge. Can find something, but one with the volleyball, with the combos, knocking him close. It's so tense at this moment. One is something. The back air hit comes through. The rest might put this matchup into the ground. He's gonna win that, and boom! Oh my goodness, Iz with the banana combo will finally be able to take game number 5, and now it is 3-2. And now we're getting confirmation on the bracket reset. I think we are.
Currently getting confirmation on bracket.
Is it a best of 5 or a best of 7?
Best of 7 would be crazy.
I think that would make sense, but I don't remember. Find out real quick. We will get okay, we have gotten confirmation that it is indeed a bracket reset. So Iz coming off of the momentum of everything we have just witnessed. I think, and bracket reset is best of 3. So there's less opportunity for mistakes. There's more stakes on the line. I mean, this is going to be such an intense final best of 3 to decide our winner of Lobo Mash. Both sides have been playing so well up against the matchup, and nobody wants to change a thing. They just want to get it done.
Yes, these two are coming out here. They are ready to win. This is the underdog story of all time right here. This is the Jackson Storm versus Cruz Ramirez. This is the Woody versus Buzz Lightyear. This is the LeBron James versus, I don't know, Charles Barkley of Smash Bros. Matchups here. We know that he is going in there and he is ready. This is going to be an insane matchup here with these two of them just putting everything they have on the line, not caring about anything else, putting everything they know for Smash Bros. And you love to see it, man. These two are so evenly matched. They just go out here, they have a good time, they have fun, but still they want to win.
Everybody loves a winner, but everyone loves a champion. But you know what everyone loves more?
What is that?
The redemption arc.
The redemption
Coming
arc?
from the lower bracket, I am predicting Iz wins this best of 3 bracket reset, and right there he's proving me right, taking that first stock, taking the initiative in this best of 3 bracket reset, but a very, very quick response from the Wii Fit Trainer.
Very quick response. As I said before, Wii Fit Trainer has no problem with getting people down to their next stock without having to take any damage themselves. You know, this character won, you know, he knows what he's doing. He can stay calm and collected, you know. After he lost that first match, he was a little jittery. You can see that. So despite how calm him I see on the stage, you know, the nerves get to you no matter how calm you are when it comes to something like this. And we can see that with these two, you know, these two just going in there with everything they have, just staying close in terms of percentage throughout the entirety of the match. These two just do not quit, man, at all.
And, you know, it's always the sides of attack and defense. The banana combo into the, I think that was a down tilt or a down air, and the punish off of the recovery will find something. The banana can't ring out that time, but the neutral air will find a little bit of a hit. The The banana being so punishing on that ledge for Iz, and it's finding his works really even in this matchup right now. 120 to 113, 118 to 113. But the rest coming out, that could be a game changer. That could be the detriment. And Iz tried to look for something there. The banana combo just did a little bit of damage, but that front tilt is going to be so punishing right there.
Is going to lose their second stock first out of the two of them, and now he's at one stock left. We Fit Trainer at 2 stocks, but 141%. All it takes is to hit one thing like that, and they are evened up finally.
So devastating.
So devastating. It's going to be at 25% now. You know, if he plays his cards right just like that, he could easily make back that percentage difference. We Fit Trainer is going to smack him in the head, and now he's going to be at 52%, especially with rest active now. It's going to be a bit hard for him to do anything. He's going to try and punish with the jetpack. Oh, but he just cannot make it back, and he's going to lose the first match. Iz is on thin ice right now. With We Fit Trainer coming in with the first match, all they need is one more win to remain the undisputed champ.
This is a match and series grand final point now. And it is looking so dire. Is on the back foot. We Fit Trainer one step into being our Lobo Mash champion. We're so close to deciding who is going to be our champion of this Lobo Mash. 1 or 2 games decides everything, and every mistake matters. Everything that you've worked up to this point matters. Both taking on what we thought was the champion of Van, but now we will crown a new champion in these last 2 matches.
Diddy Kong over here dealing some massive damage over to We Fit Trainer with her being at 54% and him only being at 11%. Is going down to business immediately, throwing the banana down, doing a good combo, getting a good fight in. We Fit Trainer strikes with a recovery attack. They're going to hit him. We're going to get to 35%. Does not even have rest active. We Fit Trainer can just do that much damage sometimes. I had never even noticed, but We Fit Trainer is just going in there, doing as best she can. But Diddy Kong will bring him down to 126. As big of a difference it seems, we already know at this point that We Fit Trainer is not going to let that deter them, and that can easily be reversible for either side. You cannot even say that something as crazy as that is a definite thing. Even as We Fit Trainer loses their second stock and Diddy Kong's at 50%, 60%, as big of a difference that might seem, that is still crazy reversible, as we know from these two. These two are unpredictable, and they will just let any little mistake they see, they will use to their advantage and just absolutely devastate the other player's health.
I mean, it's all about all the damage that Iz can get right now. He's on the back foot. He needs to play aggressive, but also as reserved as he can, because he does not want to make a mistake. His aggression comes with a great risk, and that is those mistakes that we talk about. 116 on his first stock. He still has a lot of room to play with, but that back air was so punishing that now tied 2-2 on stocks, and with that rest, it might be a little bit more difficult to get some damage onto the Wii Fit now.
Diddy Kong has currently 23% on second stock, and We Fit Trainer has 71%, 86% on 2 stocks, 36 on Diddy Kong, 96 on We Fit Trainer. These two are just constantly dishing out damage not day after day, like second after second. These two just go out there, and like there's not a single second that passes where these two aren't giving each other damage, man. The two of them are so volatile. They're so agile. They just go in there. They don't stop ever. Diddy Kong with a devastating back air that's going to bring We Fit Trainer down to their last stock, with Diddy Kong with 60% on their second stock. We can't say that's going to be much of a advantage here, because we already know We Fit Trainer is going to pull something right there. They're going to hit the smack and bring them to 76. With the rest, it's only a matter of time before Diddy Kong's stock is eradicated, and they're both down to 1 stock left. But Diddy Kong is going to use the advantage he has now to the best he can before getting launched off stage. He's still going to keep it, though. This is a super close match. Definitely the closest out of all I've seen throughout this entire thing.
The banana grab right there, not letting Iz punish on using those small banana combos, but trying to also find something of his own. All of this damage really matters for Iz. He does not want to be on stock series point. He wants to just take it to that game number 3, the final of this bracket reset, but it's going to be so hard. 139 now for Iz, and finally the tap will be enough to get Iz to his final stock. This is the moment where champions are crowned and where pressure is the highest for Iz right now. I mean, he's on the back foot, he's on the back burner, and right now, any mistake that he makes could cost him his extra life in Game 3, or it's decided right here in Game number 2.
Diddy Kong going at 57% and Wii Fit Trainer going at 85%. This is so close. We've seen constantly how one player can take the lead over the other and then vice versa. These two do not give up until the very end. Wii Fit Trainer trying to get some hits off, but is going to keep their distance for now, most likely until they can get a rest in. They're going to get it now, yep, and now they're going to finally move in. Oh, and that's going to end it! One keeps the championship. After an incredibly fought battle by Iz, it is just too little, and one is going to take it. Our mystery player, after a crazy matchup, definitely the closest he's been challenged, he is going to just...
I mean, what a matchup we have had. We went from domination after such good matches into Iz's comeback story in the lower bracket, into the bracket reset, but ultimately one takes it.
Ultimately one, man. That was so incredible. Honestly, after what I depicted, I only thought I thought the Wii Fit Trainer won. I thought they would get 3 wins and Iz would only get 1. But after that incredible potential Iz showed, he was able to win the first one and bring them down to a next thing. But ultimately, one, it's just the disputed champ, man. He just came in there, said, I have to end this now if I want to keep this victory. And he went in there, got 2 wins, and ended it right there.
Hey, you got to think, your name is one for a reason.
Name is
you
one for a
called
reason.
yourself one for a reason.
Called himself one for a reason.
Number
That's
one
insane.
stays number one.
Number one stays number one, man. He was the Jackson Storm. We thought we found our Cruz Ramirez for now, but for now, we don't know for sure.
Everyone loves a good underdog story, but it will not be that today. One will be your Lobo Mash champion, and that will be all for today, folks. Lobo Mash Rocket League. If you didn't tune in for either, I would recommend it. I'm Kanga, and this is...
I'm No One Man, and we'll see you guys another time. Thank you so much for watching.